Hi, chat.
$500. Oh.
Hi, chat. I hope everybody's having a good day, good night, good evening.
Yeah.
So, people are saying Rare Tuesday stream. It's because I want to bitch about Fire Emblem's Fortune's Weave.
I had to make sure I was here.
Yeah. I don't like it. I don't like it. Fire Emblem has been one of my favorite series ever. And I just feel like every game gets further and further away from what Fire Emblem is.
Like, you know something that I just want out of the series?
What?
What I want out of the series is so simple. I just want a game that's on the level, that feels as tight in terms of gameplay as Radiant Dawn did.
Yeah. Oh, we're never getting that again.
Dawn was horribly unbalanced, make no mistake, but there's just something about the overall feel of the game that just, it felt really fair. Yeah. I think out of all the Fire Emblems, it was the only one that I think was truly the fairest out of all of them.
So, what me and Shiroi are gonna do first is we're gonna watch through the direct and pause to complain about it.
Guns were mentioned. I have so many opinions on that, by the way.
We'll get to it when we get to the guns.
Yeah, we'll get to it when we get to the guns, but it's like, I've seen the direct, so I know it all is in here, but it's just like...
Yep.
Come, celebrate the second birth of this world's rightful ruler. At the advent of the underworld.
Also, just gotta throw in a classic thing. Hate the voice acting.
So this is gonna possibly be like a little bit of a hot take. I do not like that we are immediately jumping off into Big Demon Portal.
Yeah.
One of the things I really enjoyed about past Fire Emblems is all of the previous games were kind of portrayed as it's a battle between two human nations. And then a bigger, badder evil doesn't ever come along until the second half of the game. Sometimes the last 3/4.
Like, I think Radiant Dawn did a pretty good job of it, honestly.
Yeah.
Because you genuinely feel like there's a serious war going on, and then everybody has to join forces to deal with a significantly bigger threat that's basically threatening to destroy everything.
Is it Grima again? If it's Grima again, I will lose my shit.
Oh my god! I am so freaking tired of this character!
I've complained about this on stream before, so for people who don't know, in Fire Emblem Awakening, the big bad is a dragon demon thing called Grima. And the important fact to know about Grima is not just an in-game enemy, he is a metatextual enemy. Grima's entire point is that he is trying to destroy Fire Emblem as a franchise. And it is up to you, the player, to fight back the destruction of the franchise and save it. And since then, they have reused Grima multiple times when he should not be there.
Like, I find it really funny, too, how, like, Shadows of Valentia gives Grima's origin as being... his origin is really mundane, honestly.
Yeah. Like, he's not supposed to be that. He is supposed to be a metatextual force. And then they just like, oh, let's just throw him in Shadows of Valentia. Oh, let's just throw him in Engage. Like, stop! Christ!
I never finished Engage, but it's like, every time you mention that, it upsets me. And it's like, I honestly don't really know why I didn't finish Engage. I think I just kind of got burnt out, because like around the end of the game, I was just like, ugh.
They kind of become a grind, even if you play them on easier difficulties. It's like...
Dude, Engage in particular was... I really don't care.
But
I really. Sorry. Yeah.
ultimately, our problem here is, again, they're jumping into the big demon ending right at the start.
Dude, this is like, come on, man. Let's just have a moment where we sit down and talk about the actual conflict going on. Show me the guy with the gray skin.
Yeah.
All right, show me the evil gray-skinned guy who we're gonna try to frame as not being evil, even though it's very obvious he is evil.
Like, the character that's obvious, there's so many characters that are obviously evil and they try to frame them as not. Like, you can just tell by how they look.
You know what my favorite Fire Emblem antagonist is?
Which one?
Ashnard.
I could see that, yeah. Mad King
That man
Ashnard.
is infectious.
It's just because I played it first. Mine will always be Lion from Sacred Stones.
That's fair. That is not a bad one. That's not
bad. Thank you, Internet Zen. Metatextual enemy. That's a fancy way of saying I'm violating the fourth wall and attacking the page with tons of angry erasers. That's a one-off big bad. Well, to be fair, that's not what he was. He was metatextual, but you had to read into it, and you had to know the struggles that Fire Emblem was going through to understand, like, what he meant.
Remember, Fire Emblem Awakening was supposed to be the last Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
And for what it's worth, if it was my decision, it would have been.
Thank you, Baracho Gato. Never touched a Fire Emblem game. I agree with everything Mizu says about it. And then thank you.
Sorry.
And then thank you, Artemis member, for 6 months. It says, I want a Blue Dragon remaster, not this. Continue with your Ashnard rant.
Ashnard has a sick design. I agree. He's like he's one of the rare examples of like a fire. At least, I guess he's like the most recent example of a fire, or one of the more recent examples of a Fire Emblem villain that doesn't really. You can tell he's a bad guy, obviously, but like they don't have to go all out on it, you know?
Yeah. Is this at least better than Three Houses? We will see. There are some things I see in the trailer that make me think not.
You know what I think it is? What I think it's going to be?
What?
I think it is going to be Three Houses all over again.
Probably.
Like they have found their formula. They're like, okay, fine. They don't want Fire Emblem. They want Persona, and we're just going to keep giving them Persona.
I think the thing that really gets to me, and maybe we should probably wait till we get into this, but Fire Emblem, the last several games, have tried to do branching pathways. They've shown with Fates they cannot do it. They physically cannot do it. The last time they did it well was Radiant Dawn.
And Radiant Dawn didn't have branching paths, though.
Yeah, you played through everybody's story individually, and everybody met up in the middle.
And the thing that was fun about Radiant Dawn is the fact that there were times when you'd be fighting against units that you've been building throughout the game. That was honestly my favorite part about Radiant Dawn. Like one of my favorite parts of the game will always, actually no, my definitive favorite map in the game, if not the entire series, is Part 3, Chapter 13, when you're playing as Micaiah going up against the girl mercenaries in a last stand scenario. And it's just like one of the best defense missions in the entire series, if not the absolute best.
Yeah.
Because it's perfectly set up, it's perfectly balanced, and you can feel it. And the best part about it is you can take out Ike to end the map early, but it's basically impossible to kill him because he's too strong.
Yeah.
So great.
Somebody's already mentioned it. Three Houses did okay at branching. Three Houses is like the perfect example of why they can't do it. Because Three Houses actively changes the lore of the entire world to justify whatever side you pick. None of the characters are consistent.
There is absolutely no scenario in which Nemesis should not be waking up in, was it Silver Snow or whatever it was?
Yeah.
In the church ending.
It makes no sense.
The exact same scenario as the quad ending, which does have my Nemesis showing up. as the final boss there.
And then we also
I'll agree with sentiment. Had a pretty sick end game theme there, but
we also have the problem that in Edelgard's route, she is just factually right, and everyone is just literally just factually wrong. And then when you play anybody else's route, Edelgard's like a psychopathic warmonger. It's like, it's literally not her character in her own route. You had to change her entire characterization and her entire goal just to justify hating her in everybody else's route.
Like, the best guess that I have there is that it's more of a, she has to do things that she doesn't want to do because it's a desperate scenario, but in all honesty, it seems kind of dumb for her, especially in what she does in Dimitri's route at the very end there, because she kind of goes through with something that, in all honesty, she, under no circumstances, should ever have even wanted to consider.
Oh, fun fact. So Intelligent Systems has kind of rolled back on this already. But in previous interviews, they said that there was originally only one route for 3 houses. And then they realized in playtesting that it made sense for that specific route to have a branched path. So they moved to 2 routes before they eventually decided to give every character a route. For some reason, people think that Dimitri was the original route. The original route was 100% either whatever Edelgard's is called in Silver Snow. Because that is the only route that in itself directly branches, depending on your choices. So 100%, it is Edelgard's route is the canon route, or the church route is the canon route. The other 2 routes were tacked on additions. Since then, like, they've tried to roll this back in interviews and be like, oh, all the routes were kind of made around the same time. That's not what you said originally.
I find it funny, too, because Dimitri's route always felt kind of fully featured to me.
Yeah.
Quad always felt like an aftermath, though.
Oh, 100%.
He was 100% aftermath.
Also, thank you for the raid, Razor. I'm sorry we're getting a little tismy.
Oh, it will be very tismy. Very tistic.
We need as many as we can recruit.
Also, people have mentioned this. The person you just saw is the main character, the, like, pure white angel character. People have mentioned that you do, in fact, play as the white savior when 99% of the characters in the game are brown.
Oh, let's say the Alucard! Alright! I don't care what his name is in the game. It's freaking Alucard. Shut up.
Almost all the characters are brown, and you play as the literal white savior. It is
really funny.
It is genuinely so funny. And even the people that like 3 houses over on, like, Reddit and shit are kind of, like, up in arms over it. So Hato says if this is a sequel to 3 Houses, it means one of the routes has to be canon now. It should be a sequel, but based on everything we see, it's probably a prequel. Which is throwing people off, because according to the dates they give in-game, this should be like 200-something years after 3 Houses. But based on what's actually happening in the game, it seems like it's well before 3 Houses happens. And it's really confusing people.
I'm gonna say it's probably takes place after 3 Houses. And the main reason why I say that is because Setit's appearance lines up actually pretty well with it being post 3 Houses.
We shall see. I'm kind of with the idea that it is post 3 Houses, but I am going with the idea that they will never admit that any route is canon.
That's honestly one of those things that's probably going to be really dumb about it too, because based on everything that does happen in the lore, I mean, I guess it makes sense for a lot of this stuff to happen because I guess Fulton's basically going through an industrial revolution at this point.
I have two ideas, basically. I have either they're not going to commit to any route being canon and they're just going to sidestep it, or they're going to basically argue that Blythe didn't exist, that was strictly us as a character, and that the three nations just kind of beat the shit out of each other and then came to like a unsteady truce. And they're just going to pretend Blythe and Solus aren't real.
Yeah, that's probably...
The Dagdan Empire, a land at the peak of prosperity under the rule of the gods. In the capital city of Daxian, bustling markets, ports teeming with trading ships, temples to the gods, and other establishments line the crowded streets. This is also where the heroic games are held in tribute to death.
So, also, a thing I noticed, or just kind of felt when I first watched this, for some reason the guy kind of talks a little bit in the same cadence as freaking Solid Snake for whatever reason. I don't know why. I don't like him.
Exactly.
Does the voice acting get worse with every game? Yes, it does.
They're also going to they also already have backed themselves into a corner, right? Like, you can assume there are other gods, but the entirety of Three Houses, all we ever really talk about is Sothis. So if you're going to like have an entire nation dedicated to multiple gods, you're going to have people immediately ask questions. It's like, okay, why did we only talk about Sothis? Like,
I forget. Was Dagda mentioned in Three Houses?
he may have been. The problem is we only ever really talk about Sothis.
Well, no, I'm talking about the country.
Oh, fair.
I think that might have been one of the Eastern countries that was mentioned. At some point, but I honestly can't remember. Like this is or like the name of the country that we're talking that the game takes place in. Because there's a lot of conflicts that are mentioned in Claude's Route.
It says Dagda was mentioned. One of Shamir is a knight from Dagda. Who is very white, by the way.
Look, maybe she just doesn't get much sun, okay?
The Empire's first and founding king.
The heroic games have begun!
It's
Let it
said
go.
that Solel, the
I heard a gunshot.
Well, they did confetti cannons.
Oh, okay. Basically guns.
So this is our king, I guess, Solel.
I am gonna be honest. It's either Indech or the other guy. I can't remember who it was.
We shall get
There
there.
were 4 of them.
current ruler will grant one wish to whoever wins the games. Those vying for the prize hold strength, determination, and undying convictions they refuse.
Oh, also, hold on. In there, I swear I saw somebody that looked a lot like Ephraim, and another guy looked like freaking Cain.
No, this guy and the other guy, I'm pretty sure the Cain and Abel archetype for this game.
Dude, it's like
because this is Abel and this is Cain.
The card scheme feels weirdly close to Ephraim for whatever reason. It just kind of like set me off a little.
The games.
I think he's a little too cyan.
Maybe that is fair.
It's definitely this is definitely their Cain and Abel.
I'm not making any claims that this is going to be turned into an engaged situation, of course. That'd be stupid. That'd be really stupid. They would never, Fire Emblem would never try to use our nostalgia to sell us something.
Here's what's gonna like annoy me, right? So I kind of like, I'm gonna call them Cain and Abel. I kind of like how Abel here looks. A little bit like his armor.
Vying for the prize.
I hate that they gave Cain this like scarf thing. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest.
Why are you wearing this?
It's too long. No, okay, look, it's too long and it's in the front.
Yeah. Why are you wearing
too
this?
Long, it's in the front. Put it in, like, seriously, turn it around and it'll probably look fine, but
like on top of your armor, it just looks so weird.
He's just casually wearing a sweater around his neck.
I'm also gonna be super annoyed if they're not Cavaliers. And they're just both like Lancers.
I think there's precedent for there to not be, but
there is, but I prefer them to be Cavaliers.
That is fair. For what it's worth, that is the main archetype.
Hold strong.
We've got this guy who looks like he's doing a meme pose, by the way. Like, genuinely, this looks like a picture of a meme. I believe he might be one of the main characters, but I have to look into it again.
No, I don't think he's one of the main characters.
Fair. So this is the one that everybody was talking about. I do not like that you have this lady with a gun. It's so dumb looking to me.
So here's the thing, in my opinion, probably a bit of a hot take in this particular scenario. I don't necessarily mind the concept of firearms being present.
Well, I would like the idea of like a flintlock or something.
My thing
this is just a Glock.
You know something I would love to see the return of? You know something I'd love to see?
What?
I would love to see the return of the bowgun.
Yeah.
Raiden Dawn had an entire subset of guns that were placed in the it's probably magic. That is most definitely going to be the case.
Yeah.
But like they had an entire subset of weapons that was a part of the bow category, and they were like bows, but they did not take into account any of your stats when you use them.
Somebody in chat already mentioned it. It also does beg the question, why isn't everyone packing? Even back in the day with flintlocks, when flintlocks were kind of shit, kind of inaccurate, and took 10 minutes to reload, every nation immediately swapped to firearms because it was just that much more effective to have them. So if you're giving her just an actual fucking Glock, basically, that shoots like whatever magic round bullshit you have, there's no reason everybody isn't diving for one of these fucking things.
And alongside, and to add to that, actually, another thing I find really stupid here is that apparently it's not even an actual, it's not even an actual weapon category in the game.
Yeah, it's listed as a gauntlet.
Which is like the dumbest thing ever. Of all of it, you could have made it a bow. You could have made it magic. You instead decide freaking the punchy weapon.
It's a gauntlet. It's a gauntlet. This gauntlet's just a fucking Glock. All right. Also, people are already mentioning it that she looks like she might be a light-based Tharja because they're just trying to redo Tharja at this point.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Fire Emblem designs have fallen off horribly.
Yeah, it's pretty.
In recent
rough.
years, it feels to me like the designs are either overly complicated or they're too derivative.
Yeah. And some of them can be derivative, like we mentioned Cain and Abel. Nobody's going to complain that you have a Cain and Abel in your game.
I don't mind derivative. I think it's just freaking guts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't mind derivative, but the problem is dude, the character does not. I'm gonna be honest. I do not like the artist for Three Houses or this one. Same artist, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I don't like the artist. I don't like what she does. I'm sorry.
Determination.
And you've got this lady with this cat mask, which that's fine. It just looks really weird. Especially when you see her portrait picture, her face, full on. It just looks so weird. I do think this is kind of like mentioning what Shiroi said about some outfits being way too complicated. What is her outfit doing? You've got like this poncho cape thing with these jewels on it, but then you can see like she's got like a dancer scarf underneath her shoulders.
Yeah, it's too like the designs either have too little or too much on them. Actually, generally, it's too much. Honestly, that's
Also,
the
none of these
issue.
colors go together. You have a navy blue poncho with a teal green like outfit and a bright pink scarf.
I think they've been hiring Western Fire Emblem fans to design their characters for them. Honestly.
And then you've got like dark red jewels all over. What is this color scheme?
You know what I'm talking about? Like the guys who will be like, let's make a Fire Emblem but with like realistic graphics because we need Fire Emblem to stop being anime because Fire Emblem used to not be anime or whatever. And it's like,
I also give Gabby says this, you can't tell the class by the look alone. Basically, none of the new Fire Emblem characters can I be like, oh, this is probably what their class is.
yeah, no. What's another thing? Here's another hot take. I think reclassing was a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Reclassing has completely killed character identity.
It killed character identity, it killed balance, and it made sure that every class had to look more generic so it would fit with everybody. I think Three Houses is like the peak example of this is where like it really fucked up and we should have not done this.
Undying convictions, they refuse to yield.
Alright, so these are our lords for this game. And let's be real here. Everybody is going to play the two girls the most, and they're solely going to play the blonde one because she's really hot. Let's not kid ourselves. Let's not lie about this. Everybody's playing the blonde one because she's hot.
Yes.
Nobody is playing the boy on the far left. Nobody.
Also, do you know my biggest complaint about this design?
Which one?
Blonde lady.
A little overexposed.
She looks like freaking DeviantArt Saros.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like, I'm sorry. One of the things that kind of upsets me about this design is like it looks like Saros, but like sexy Halloween Saros.
Yeah. The blonde one, you name Alucard. Maybe it's white hair. I think her hair is like just a really bright blonde. Whereas Alucard over there has more of like a peach blonde. You could argue.
Way, I do not like Alucard's design because, like I said, it's just like it has very little identity of its own. I'm going to be honest with you. It looks too much like Alucard.
I would argue it looks like a long-haired God, what the fuck is his name from Fates? Was it Alexander?
Oh, nah. Wait, Leo?
Might have been Leo, yeah. No, Leo was the brother, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Xander.
Xander, yeah, Xander. You know what's funny? You know what's hilarious about that?
Like, the armor's almost exactly the same, with the accents and all.
You know what's funny for me right there?
What?
Freaking Marks came up first. The Japanese name.
I think everybody knew who I was talking about.
Guys, I got weed cred.
But yes, this one on the far left is a guy. He is voiced by a black dude that has the exact same hairstyle as him.
He has a very chokeable neck. Anyways.
Yeah.
The story revolves around 4 heroes who have entered the heroic games. Who you choose will determine how the narrative unfolds as they fight for glory.
Also, apparently it is revealed later in this that from the sounds of it, it doesn't matter who you choose.
Yeah, you are the main hero.
Not in any meaningful capacity, at least, because you get to really kind of just pick and choose what you want to do with this one. Because apparently you're able to just change routes whenever, which is whatever. I don't really care about that, but it's just like, something I hate about modern games.
What?
The one phrase I hate more than anything: your choices matter.
Yeah, your choices don't matter. And I think it's fine for your choices not to matter. I enjoy a game that has a consistent narrative from start to finish. I don't need my choices to matter. I need my game to be fun.
Kai is a young boy living in the peaceful village of Ribera. On his 15th birthday, his father is imprisoned beneath Daxia.
So I think I noticed there. It looks like there's animations in the portraits now, which I don't like.
On his 15th birthday,
they have like live 2D animations.
They're not live 2D. I think they're just 3D models. That's another thing that upsets me about Fire Emblem these days. It feels like we've been slowly pushing away towards the anime art.
Yeah.
And we're switching over to full-on 2D or like 3D models for everything, and it slowly feels like a part of
when it doesn't make sense. Identity. Why are you doing a cutscene and then having the portrait modeled? That's what the cutscene is for. Just do it on the cutscene character. Like it's so weird and off-putting to do both.
Oh yeah. Also, I agree. I honestly, this doesn't look much better than Engage did.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's like this is Switch 2 right here. I'm not seeing a massive improvement compared to. Also, are battalions back?
I don't think they are. I haven't seen battalions in any of the.
I actually kind of like the battalions. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I like the vibe they gave.
And now they're just poof.
Yeah.
Black kid's dad gets thrown in prison. What did Nintendo mean by this? And he's gonna be saved by the white savior.
Guys, please don't give this kid please don't give him an absent father.
Oh, it's so funny. To put it in perspective, every other main character in Fire Emblem has had dead parents. Basically, every single one except maybe one or two has had dead parents.
Instead, Kai's gonna have deadbeat parents.
They make the first black main character, and they're immediately like, "Oh, we can't kill his parents. We're gonna put him in jail."
We was lost.
Thank you, Internet Zed. Your choices matter. Gaming really needs to stop selling that lie to us. Since our choices matter, that lie probably should have ended with Mass Effect 3. Also, the portraits are giving me Berserk 3D vibes. Yeah, no, the portraits are off-putting. I'm with Shiroi on this.
Okay, massive tangent here. I've seen some clips from the freaking 3D Fist of the North Star, and I freaking hate it. I hate it. I freaking hate 3D anime.
A lot of them can't do 3D at all. I've seen like one or two people that have figured it out.
Dude, I'm sorry. It looks terrible.
Yeah.
The only time they have made 3D models look good as anime characters is like freaking, like to truly like get that 2D look was like freaking Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Yeah.
And that is under really specific circumstances.
Oh, but let us continue.
His father is imprisoned beneath Daxia for crimes committed.
Why did you say crimes committed and not crime he didn't commit? Did he actually commit crimes? Is his father just an actual criminal?
Wait, yeah, that's actually a really good question.
You said for crimes committed, not crime he didn't commit.
It's just like the opening sequence of the game just has his dad. It just starts with his dad just saying, "Yeah, I did it." I already spent 10 years in. What's another 4?
In hope of a peaceful life as a family, he sets out with his childhood friends to win the heroic games
I
and
don't
save
like this.
his
I don't like
father.
that they made him bouncy. I don't like it.
And it doesn't make sense. It's a cutscene. You have it on screen. Why are you animating the portraits?
We're gonna have Pokemon-looking cutscenes over here.
Oh, it's so weird. Dietrich?
I think it's pronounced Dietrich.
What the fuck is
Either
that
way,
sword?
I don't
What's
like
that
him.
corn-ass sword?
I believe it is. You know what? You know what this guy actually really feels like?
What?
Original character. Do not steal. He has an undiscovered hero relic that he uses as his primary weapon, and he wears black armor, and he's like really he's really good looking, and
Looks like a sword a 7-year-old would draw. I think
no,
that's
the
also
thing
why
is-
people are comparing him to Alucard, because that sword is like edgy as fuck.
yeah, it was for what it's okay. Look, for what it's worth, all the hero relics were extraordinarily edgy weapons. Let's be brutally honest here.
It didn't used to be.
I mean, no, like in 3 houses.
Oh yeah, no,
hero
3
relics,
houses they
yeah.
were shit.
I'm gonna be honest. It's like on one hand, I like the concept. They were really ugly, though. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
they were ugly with for a good reason, because it's like, you know, they were just literally just kind of just thrown together bits of dragons, which is kind of metal when you kind of get it, but like,
If the sword is a ranged weapon, I will genuinely like it less. And that's before some like annoying asshole comes in and is like, oh, you don't know that Fire Emblem has ranged swords. I know Fire Emblem has ranged swords. Normally they take like over halfway through the game to get a hold of one. And they're typically not good because they're like mixed mage and strength, and there's very few characters that can make any do with them.
Radiant Dawn did it right.
Yeah, Radiant Dawn had them good.
I actually really liked how Radiant Dawn did have proper. That's the thing about Radiant Dawn I like. The weapons, every weapon felt about the same. So like, the triangle kind of actually made a little bit more sense than usual.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't the usual swords just suck because either your main sword's going to be magic for ranged, or you just get no range, but here's a slightly more powerful sword option, which is never enough because it's typically too heavy for most of your guys. Because I'm going to be honest, I've thought a lot about the Fire Emblem's weight system, and it's like, that is
So
a nightmarish thing to balance. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yak Attack asked, I forgot, was Radiant Dawn the one where the US version made the default difficulty hard mode? So yes, but something you have to understand is that was the default Japanese difficulty. The Fire Emblem games had always had a easier difficulty solely for the American release.
Here's a fun fact about Radiant Dawn that you may not have known. In earlier versions of Radiant Dawn, like early print copies of it for the US version,
Yeah.
if you played Path of Radiance and you had a save game in Path of Radiance that you were transferring over to Radiant Dawn, because that was the thing in those games, it was kind of sick when you think about it, and like the potential was there. Like, God, that would have been cool if we could have actually had like a full-on, like, you know, genealogy of the Holy War Gen 2 second generation thing going on there. But anyways, so if you had a save game from Path of Radiance on the easiest difficulty, it would crash the game if you tried to load it as a transfer data.
That's funny.
Because of the fact that in Path of Radiance, the US version, the transfer data, or sorry, the easiest difficulty did not exist in the original Japanese version.
Exactly. Thank you, C. Justy. Says Langrisier's Sea of Sword stocks going up with how much Fire Emblem fumbling with Fortune's Weave. Langrisier, did you see that Langrisier did come back?
I'm not really familiar with the series, honestly.
So it's kind of like adjacent to Fire Emblem in many ways, but it's just they have like a gacha game, and then it's just dead. Other than that, however, I will unironically make the argument that the Langrisser gacha game is substantially better than Fire Emblem Heroes will ever be. It is just factually better in every way. In my opinion.
Fire Emblem Heroes kind of also might have ruined the series, honestly.
Okay, Fire Emblem Heroes is terrible.
Like, I'll be honest, if it was between what I would love to see, I wish Fire Emblem Heroes died and we got to keep the Fire Emblem Cypher card game.
I don't care what you say, chat. I'm gonna keep calling it Langrisser.
Dietrich, ever in search of a stronger opponent, is attacked by an enormous monster while sailing a stormy sea. Beautiful. He then washes ashore in the foreign land of Dagda. This is where, between battling bandits and beasts, he learns of the heroic games.
So, we're gonna have to talk about this. Because what the fuck is this?
His name's Fabio.
Genuinely, what the fuck is this?
Look, Mizu, this is a very progressive Fire Emblem.
Also, yeah, he's chasing Moby Dick for some reason. Who fucking knows why? Yeah, chat's freaking out about the eyes. What is this? Why does he look like this?
Like, and I'm gonna be honest, that collar looks awful.
Yeah.
Like it I didn't even know it was a collar when I first saw like the model. It isn't until I look at the freaking 2D art on the left over there that I realize, oh hey, that's actually supposed to be a collar.
Yeah, it's a popped collar, and then the model makes it look so fucking weird.
It looks like freaking horns or something. It's weird.
It's a lazy eye.
like-
Jesus Christ, you nitpick about anything. Yes! Why does my medieval fantasy character have a lazy eye?
Like, it's just like, it's like, if it doesn't come out, this guy looks like freaking, it looks like freaking Frankenstein or whatever. Like, this guy looks like he got resurrected from the dead and they didn't do it fully.
To slake his thirst for battle, Dietrich decides to compete in the heroic games with new allies at his side.
That settles it. Time to hit the road.
You really have
I
this
hate-
Hatsune Miku reject called Esmeralda?
I freaking hate this voice acting so much. Ugh.
Also, thank
I'm
you for the
sorry.
69, Gabby.
You know, it's funny. At least back in the day when voice acting was kind of like they tried. You know, it had a charm to it. You know. Nowadays, when it's bad, it feels like somebody who you kind of get this vibe like they think they're like the greatest VA ever. You know.
Yeah. You know what else is kind of annoying me with a lot of these? None of these, like, groups of characters so far feel, like, consistent. Right? Like, that's
Yeah.
something old Fire Emblem had, like, a really good grasp on, was kind of giving every group a cohesive identity with how they looked.
Oh, or the fact that you could, in a lot of cases, understand where a person came from just from the appearance of their character.
Yeah. And then now it's like, I have no idea, dude.
You know, like in Fire Emblem Sacred Stones, everybody who is from, I'm pretty sure almost everybody who's from Gihanna in that game has red hair.
Yeah. It just adds like a little extra to it. Why did you name her Theodora? You couldn't come up with something nicer than that?
Yeah, I got nothing there. Anyways, again, I'm getting real, just like, you know, like sexy Saros. That's that's kind of what I'm getting here.
The only benefit I will give Theodora, other than the fact that she's hot, is that I do believe her design is consistent with the what does this character do sort of thing. Like, you can tell she's a berserker class.
Yeah.
Every other character, it's kind of like, I don't really know what you do. With her, it's like, yeah, you're a berserker.
Hailing from the kingdom of Ceramus in the south, Theodora represents a culture that worships the keeper of death and night, a goddess loathed throughout the lands. Swearing to restore the honor of her goddess and defend the faith of the people.
We also talk about the fact that she's just Black Edelgard.
Oh my god.
I'm surprised nobody's really brought that up yet, but like, she's literally the Edelgard character.
Honestly, the face shape is kind of similar too, honestly.
Swearing to...
It's the face, the hair, the fact that they're both axe users. Apparently they both are from countries that are looked down upon by literally everybody else. Like,
I don't know if the Dressrosa was looked down upon by anybody, but
in Edelgard's route they were.
fair, I suppose. Fair, I suppose. I guess it depends on if you're talking about pre or post war, because typically everybody kind of takes issue post war.
Restore the honor of her goddess and defend the faith of the people and the peace of her kingdom. Theodora leads her veteran retainers into battle.
What the fuck is with Captain Hook over here?
Wait, what the frick is that hair? Jeez, man. Are these guys pirates? Like, what the frick? You ever see like an entire country of bandits?
I also have to point this out. None of her soldiers look like they come from the same country as her.
Yeah, nah, like, I'm gonna be honest, it's like they're kind of... It's kind of a bit... Especially when you look at the other guys that we just saw there, it's just like...
Like, what are you
Why
wearing?
do the people you specifically hang out with look like freaking bandits?
Yeah.
Peace of her kingdom. Theodora leads her veteran...
Like, I'm not gonna get over fucking Captain Hook back there.
Freaking pirate, man.
With the pencil mustache and the, like, overly long goatee. Those guys will definitely backstab her. Possibly.
Retainers into battle with the goal of winning the games.
And this is gonna be our bard, I guess. If she's not, it's gonna, like, kill me inside.
I mean, from the sounds of it, the class is supposed to be like a bard-like class.
Yeah. I will say she's another one
honest.
where the outfit is a little over the top, but I would have guessed a bard or dancer.
Yeah, my only complaint here is that first bard class like act like a proper, you know, like buffing people bard, and freaking guitar.
Yeah.
Guitar. I mean, like, okay, whatever, but it's like, come on, dude. Like, at least, like, I kind of just like, I kind of don't. Sometimes it's nice when you don't try to like be a little bit out there.
Yeah. I could get past the
Like,
design.
I can get past most of it. It's whatever for the most part for me. But like,
A young woman born into prestige and blessed with musical talent.
she don't look like she's from Prestige. I'm gonna be brutally honest.
The most prestigious whore at the brothel, maybe.
Oh, come on. All right, a lot of high class guys, you know.
Following her father's murder at the hands of an unknown assailant. Having given
What do you mean unknown? You can clearly see him.
and blessed with musical talent,
I mean, do you see a name hovering over their head? Like, oh wait, it's Fire Emblem. You can do that.
The dancer from Awakening is Ophelia. She doesn't really like. She's got a similar hairstyle, but she doesn't really look like Ophelia.
Ophelia?
The pink-haired dancer.
Oh, Olivia.
Olivia, sorry.
Olivia. Yeah.
Who canonically marries the main character. Every time.
Rita is consumed by rage, following her father's
You know
murder
how hard
at
it is to get Olivia to marry Crom, by the way.
Yeah. You gotta work at it. Because they
Yeah,
really
like,
want him to be
like,
with,
you
what's her name?
have
Sumia?
It's not just that. Like, it's like, for some reason, she's like one of the few characters that Crom can actually get an S rank with. Like, there's a pretty limited pool there to begin with.
Yeah.
In the case of Olivia, the only way is for you to basically have Crom with, like, no relationships with anybody else, and then basically get into a C rank with her in the battle she joins in.
Yeah. Because the
Nobody comments on how much of a shotgun wedding it was.
For people who don't know, the thing with Crom is he basically gets force married to whoever he's closest with.
I think it's in chapter 12. I can't remember.
Yeah, because the entire idea is that Lucina, his daughter from the future, comes to see him. So they have to already have a canon wife for him before that happens.
And actually, there are rankings to determine who can be Lucina's like who's more likely. And Sumia is obviously at the top, and Cordelia is not allowed to because unrequited love. And honestly, it's kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Personal opinion.
hands of an unknown assailant. Having given everything to seek revenge, she eventually learns of the killer's plan to participate in the heroic games.
Alive! I will kill him.
To bring an end to the man.
I'm not sure how I feel about them giving her this story.
I mean, oh God, do not. Like, okay, so you know something I really don't like when with some games.
What?
So you know, like when a character has like a lot of physics objects on them, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Like stuff that's like affected by gravity and stuff like that. Her sleeves kind of pulled up with her arms,
Yeah.
like physically start levitating. It's like, dude, and I don't want to pull crazy ear stuff here, but come on, Fire Emblem is a freaking spreadsheet simulator. You know, like it doesn't necessarily. I just wonder, like, little details like that freaking matter. They help, especially for stuff like cutscenes.
Yeah. No, it's fine to have mistakes like that when it's something like, you know, like Skyrim, right? Where all the cutscenes are kind of dynamically generated. But when every character has a consistent design and a consistent outfit, and there's only a limited number of cutscenes, how come you didn't have just like one guy being like, maybe we should make sure shit's not clipping all over the place? Also, yes, she is basically just the dancer from Octopath Traveler.
And apparently somebody also mentioned Dragon Quest IV.
Yeah.
For what it's worth, it's not necessarily a crazy, unoriginal concept. For what it's worth, though, she didn't get whored out, so she has slightly less victim points to work with.
Yeah, because that's the big thing with Octopath Traveler is like the girl is constantly being abused. She's like constantly in shit situations. She's literally being passed around in slavery. She has a lot of reasons to be like unstable and pissy. And yours like, oh, my daddy died. Yeah, so did everybody else's, bitch. Like, oh my god. You really think you're the first person in this medieval fantasy world to have their parent fucking killed? There's like a war here every other year. Like, calm your shit.
We have like a massive freaking bandit problem.
Yeah.
Like an enormous. I no clue. There are more bandits than any other profession in this country. Honestly, Garrick Mock made a killing selling all those bandit courses. They really shouldn't have, honestly, but
It's gotta be even worse now that guns have been invented. Guns, and they let black people in society. And as we learned from the first story, they immediately started stealing shit.
Alright. Isn't it a little bit strange how the Fire Emblem with the first black protagonist also features guns in it?
And getting arrested.
Like, I'm just saying, I'm not saying anything. I'm just calling it like I see it, though.
Murder her father. Lita heads to Daxian with supportive companions in tow.
I'm sorry, Theodora, but I won't be letting you take the victory today.
By the way, somebody
Also-
just saw the arena in Fire Emblem and said, what if we made an entire game around that?
Wait, hold on. This just looks like the freaking arena from Super Smash Brothers Wii U.
It could be.
Man,
Was that
they really
Sinbad?
They really are this. Really, I just found this one in.
If victory is decided by conviction alone, then I think it shall not be up to you.
I have burned to duel you, white-maned demon.
Also, so are we having like some freaking Mortal Kombat style just character banter before battles thing going on here? Like, come on, man.
I guess. I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Like, are we really trying to pull out this whole? I mean, I get it. It's like whatever. It's just also is this a death or that's a really good question as well. I think.
Yeah. Or is it like, the king gets to decide thumb up or thumbs down?
I'm sorry. Failure is not an option for me either. But that's only because I don't have any choice!
Also, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not digging this voice actor. So I don't know what it is. It just.
Failure's not an option for me, but that's because I don't have any choice. What the fuck does that mean?
I mean, dying is typically not your choice. I'm just saying.
Oh, that's fucking painful.
This right.
Going into each match, you'll choose your party members and their initial.
Oh, here we go. Here we go, Mizu. This is the most important part. We gotta study up, learn how the game is played.
Oh, yeah.
It's just Fire Emblem. I'm gonna be honest. This is one of the parts that really set me off when I watched this originally.
The battle commence. Each unit's movement range is shown in blue, and their attack range in
Hold
red.
on. Oh my god, I freaking hate this UI. They don't show the attack range at the edges.
It doesn't look like it.
Commence.
How do you screw up the Fire Emblem UI?
You could see it at the start, though, when they first click them.
Then let the battle commence.
It feels weird there, even.
Yeah, you could, like...
It's like the moment that you start moving the character, though, like, that's when I think you want to see ranges a little bit more than usual. I don't know. I don't like this.
Each unit's movement range is
Feels like
shown
you're
in
fixing
blue.
something that wasn't broken.
I also have to say, I understand that they're doing... Yeah, first off, does this really need a video tutorial? Because this is you announcing the new game. But second off, if you need a tutorial to understand what's going on here, I think you're too stupid to play a tactical game. Like, genuinely, I believe you are too dumb to be allowed to play it. Like, it should be very obvious, like, what's going on here. It's like, oh, I wonder what all the blue spaces are. Oh, that's where I can move to. Oh, I wonder what the red spaces are. Oh, that's where I can attack to.
And their attack range in red. Once all of your units have completed their actions, your opponent's turn begins. You'll take turns.
What idiot is gonna move an archer into that position? Like, what are you doing?
That was also just freaking stupid.
Moving and fighting across the map as you engage in fierce combat. Victory includes defeating the opposing leader, among other conditions. The 4 heroes and their allies can utilize various means of attack. Swords utilize
If I'm to guess, the purple weapon is his special weapon, and it's called Veriquine?
Veriquine? No, let's
I wish
see.
you would go down a space because I want to read its description. Also, here we have Killing Edge.
Also, let's take a look at this. Ugh.
Did they just up the numbers a lot? 49 physical damage.
That is really high right there.
It
But
does.
I'm gonna be honest.
It does have
one of
high
the
crit,
things-
but now it says it gives you a combat art called Deadly Blade.
Okay, so one of the things that I really like about Fire Emblem, like one of the things about Fire Emblem that I liked about the series, is that generally speaking, the numbers were very manageable.
Yeah.
Like typically the numbers are a bit on the lower side, which kept them manageable.
10, 12, 15. Like some of the highest numbers you'd get would be like 16, 17 for damage. Now it's 49. Also, chat can't see it. You can barely see it behind my ear, but they brought durability back.
I don't mind durability, honestly. My problem though will always be that I think the way Fire Emblem uses durability is kind of trash though.
I have never been a huge fan of durability. Specifically just because durability ranges from genuinely not important at all to wow, there's this really fun weapon I want to use. I'm never going to use it because for some reason you gave it 10 uses.
For what it's worth, I think that Fates had a significantly worse system for
Fair.
most of its weapons because I think the drawbacks for half the 80% of the weapons, anything that wasn't iron basically was pretty much useless because it either messed with your ability to use skills or it gave you some kind of detriment that kind of made you sit down and question if it's even worth using.
Yeah, that's fair.
But another thing for me, like when it comes to durability, I feel like what they should have done, what they should do with durability is make it like a map to map thing.
Yeah,
like make
I
it
can see that.
The way magic is used in Fire Emblem in 3 Houses, where it's like you get a certain number of uses per map, and then
and then your weapon becomes like blunted or something.
Yeah, and then at the beginning of the next map, it gets
you sharpened it in between.
Restored. Yeah, it's fully restored, and then you're good. I like the concept of that.
I will also say this is something that Fire Emblem has never been able to fix. The 2 best weapon types in the game are killing weapons and brave weapons. They have never been able to fix them. Because brave weapons on a fast character giving you 4 hits and killing weapons at in-game giving guaranteed crits, it is basically impossible to fix that without making the weapons not have their unique feature.
That's just by the way, wait, hold on. How much is that? 40 durability on a killing edge?
40 durability on a killing edge that does 49 damage and has about 40 crit rate.
Dude, that is actually freaking insane. What the frick?
So these characters have to have like either they need like some sort of high defense stat or they have to have like really high health because like what the fuck?
I think I did see like health in the hundreds, which I'm gonna be honest with you. It's like I don't want it to be like standard in Fire Emblem.
No,
I like
53 and 38.
No?
This motherfucker's dead in 1 hit. But you can see like on his thing, it says attack 34 and 40. So there's got to be like a big defense stat that's negating it.
Even then, though, 34 is kind of like.
Wait, is that
what?
your? Where's the preview then? Right. One of the big things is Fire Emblem has always had a damage preview.
For heroes
Yeah, where's
and
the
their
preview for how
allies
much
can
damage you're gonna
utilize various
do?
means of attack.
Are you like hiding it under the side that says "on the offensive"?
No? Or maybe,
Swords
I don't know.
are straightforward and easy to wield.
Also, wait, hold on. So he did more damage in the second attack.
Yeah. First attack was 34. Second attack was 40.
I guess that's a skill. That's probably. I think it might be that murderous intense skill, maybe. I don't know.
And the crit dropped to 26%.
That's typically based on the character's luck stat.
Yeah.
Generally, in most games, which, by the way, so are we going back to like the freaking SNES era where you have to freaking do the math in your head yourself?
Are straightforward and easy to wield.
I don't understand why we go from swords to gauntlets, by the way.
Look, I liked the unarmed option. Okay, I just thought it was fun.
Yeah. It's just weird to go from sword to gauntlet.
Gauntlets make it easy
One of my
to
favorite parts in Three Houses is just when Saros just disarms Nemesis and then just decks him in the face.
Yeah.
evade attacks. Spears deal massive damage to cavalry units.
Or are we sticking with that idea then? Spears versus cavalry?
I mean, I don't mind the concept. It's also just like, I feel like they're making the weapons too specialized in this case.
Yeah.
Axes have low accuracy but high attack power. Bows
Which is what axes have always been, by the way. Congratulations! We've gone back to the Kaga era of everybody hates axes.
Because like the problem when you make weapons that have like naturally low accuracy is as soon as you start getting to late game and enemies start getting like faster with higher avoidance, they just don't hit ever. You can't give them forever like low accuracy. Then you end up with like XCOM numbers.
strike enemies at a distance and can deal fatal blows to flying units.
Which has always been a thing.
Okay, that's just bows. That's just bows.
It's ranged and it hits flyers. I will say the fact that your bow unit versus a Pegasus Knight only has a 74% hit chance scares the shit out of me. What do you mean?
Okay, so what's the damage of the bronze bow here? Because it's like 17 attack right there.
Against a
That's
Pegasus
very
Knight,
low.
too.
Go keep in mind, so the way the bonus damage is calculated is, I don't know if it's been like this throughout the entire series. I think some of the earlier games might have just had it be a flat 3 times increase to whatever damage you're gonna do, but then like later games made it to where it just increases the weapon damage by 3 times.
Yeah.
And this is a bronze bow, so it's like, you know, I'm kind of nerding out here. I'm sorry. I'm analyzing too much.
No, you're good. You're good.
Being a Pegasus Knight is hell. You are correct until everybody asks who's cuter.
By the way, I don't care how you're actually supposed to pronounce this spell. I will always pronounce it as baloney. Every time I see it, it's just like, oh, it's baloney. You can correct me all you want. I'm not ever going to pronounce it as anything other than baloney.
I liked the way that magic was handled in Radiant Dawn.
Oh yeah, I liked it.
It was so needlessly complicated. 2 triangles for just the magic.
Yeah.
Greatest thing ever. My favorite part is how there's like no light mages throughout the entire game until you get a dark mage.
Yep.
And magic is effective against foes with heavy armor. It can also heal or otherwise support allies.
So are we just always going to do like these circle triangles for everything just in different colors?
Huh? What?
This bit. The circle with the triangle in the center.
Oh yeah,
is
100%.
effective
See,
against foes with
I'm
heavy
sure
armor.
that is the exact
also
same
heal
symbol
for
that
others.
was used in Super Smash Bros.
Because then when they heal, it's just the same thing, but in
I'm
yellow.
gonna be honest. It's like if you're gonna do the freaking circles, which is fine. That's an aesthetic. It's cool. Can you like try to make something with like a real like an actual bit of logic to it, like how it works?
Yeah.
People eat this stuff up, man. Like just like get somebody who's like into like some weird like pagan stuff or whatever to like put some runes on that or whatever. I don't know. Just like have it mean something.
Support allies in dire situations. There are also swords that call down lightning.
Yeah, there's Levin's sword.
I mean, that's just Levin's sword. Everybody likes Levin's
Situations.
sword.
There are
I'm not sure I like how it looks though. I feel like the Levin sword has gotten worse and worse every game. Like how it looks.
Honestly, yes. Okay, my favorite is like you get like Fire Emblem Awakening where like the Levin sword looks like it's freaking. It looks like a freaking cosplay prop.
Yeah.
It's like okay, fine, I get it. It shoots electricity at people, but then it's like I can't imagine actually hitting a person with this.
Also, look how tiny it is now. It looks like a dagger. It's not a sword.
It is average size, Mizu.
There are also swords that call down lightning, gauntlets that
Also,
look like fire.
I'm gonna. Oh, here it is.
They say it. Gauntlets that look like firearms. It's not a gauntlet, then is it?
Like is it a weapon skin? Also, this is like 13 damage, so like
So
maybe my
sword.
idea. Oh, sorry.
That call down lightning, gauntlets that look like
Yeah.
firearms, and
That's a fucking crit too on a 9% crit.
Sometimes the AI also, is just like that's freaking garbage. Also, 28 HP. What the frick is your class, lady?
Yeah.
Like okay, that's actually a really good question. What is your class? So are we like bringing back the healer class from Engage, where it was like a monk class that like did healing on the side, or like it was primarily healing, but like it was the main class, but it punches rather than uses a dagger.
Yeah, because people were like, oh, it's a nun with a gun. No, it's a nun with punchy fist thingies, but for some reason her punchy fist thingy looks like a gun. For no reason.
I swear, they did this just because. They did this just because they wanted the clip.
Yeah.
They did this because they knew people would point it out, be like, "Oh my god!" They do the two soy jacks looking at this, being all like, "Oh my god, look at this gun in Fire Emblem. Let's freaking go!" It's like.
That's what he said on Twitter. I was like, it was included just so the normies can pog face about a gun.
Is that a gun in my medieval fantasy?
I hate it. It's so dumb.
And it's like, something alongside that, it's like, it's like at least try to think of something interesting for your design, like just freaking Glock. Okay, whatever.
other unique weapons to find. Positioning is a key element of combat. When you strike within an enemy's range of attack,
Also,
might
one thing I really hated about this is how they're just like sitting down here explaining every single thing about fire, like how Fire Emblem. It's like, dude, I'm gonna be honest with you, normies don't watch these.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
Normies don't watch these. Normies watch the recaps for these.
Exactly.
Normies watch people like us, losers like us, react to these things in fury and rage.
strike within an enemy's range of attack.
Also, I like how, first off, they keep playing like at really low levels. But look at this fucking dude. 2 attack with a 55 hit chance.
So,
are you
it's,
afraid that like he's gonna hit your main character in your preview or something? Like, I don't understand.
Also, I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of digging the birds.
You're a fan of the Ostrich Knight?
Yeah, you know what? I like the Ostrich Knight. So based on what I saw in another portion of this, it does look like there's apparently like going to be a system where you can change mounts. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know how it's supposed to work.
Fair.
Personally, I don't know. It's like it feels like a good way to make things bloated and not much else.
Fair.
Medieval Australia.
They might counterattack.
Oh God!
Consider
2
attacking
whole
those-
damage.
Yeah. Also, what is this? They might counterattack. No, they will, like, every time.
Fire Emblem is a very binary game. Like that's the thing that's great about Fire Emblem as a strategy game, because everything's extremely predictable. You
Yeah.
can see what your enemy's capable of doing just as easily as you know what your guys are capable of doing.
Exactly.
There is never a question of they might counterattack. It is they either will or they will not counterattack.
Also, we can see the preview here on this one. And it's still like a simplified preview.
Ah.
Minus 13 HP, minus 2 HP. Is that like the whole preview?
I don't like the way this is laid out, honestly.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Like the way
Look
that
how
it's,
many
like, the
fucking buffs he has. You can see them in
What
the
the
bottom
hell?
left here. Were you really scared that your main character was gonna lose to this jobber? That you
Dang, I guess Kai's kind of a wuss. He needs all the help he can get. Guys freaking, oh my God, those performance enhancing drugs.
also
Oh
but
no.
they're called Orneus Riders.
Or-
Just call it an ostrich rider. It's an ostrich. It's clearly an ostrich.
You know, you can stand on an ostrich egg
When
and
you
it won't
strike
break.
within an
Yeah.
enemy's range of attack, they might counterattack. Consider attacking those equipped with close-range weapons from a distance, and get up close and personal against long-range opponents to avoid counterattacks. The terrain can also give you an advantage, while adjacent allies can receive buffs.
No, we're still doing the everybody gets a buff from everybody thing.
Not a fan. Actually, you know something I also kind of miss about old school Fire Emblem?
What?
I kind of miss when supports were like an enormous buff.
Oh yeah, they were an enormous buff, but you could only have like a couple.
Yeah, like when you, like if you got like you could only have like up to 5 individual support ranks at a time. And that was like a single rank that either you put 3 in one person or you could spread it across multiple people. But there was strategy to it, and like you felt those support ranks.
Yeah.
Like when you got somebody with just the right setup, I and Soren were an unbeatable combo.
And now we're kind of just everybody supports everybody and everybody gets a buff from everybody, but they're substantially smaller.
And the reason for that is because you have to be allowed to see every single character support in a single playthrough.
Except the S supports.
Yeah, except the S supports, but in all honesty, nobody cares about those anymore.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird? Now they're kind of leaving behind Awakening fans. Like, yeah, I used to butt heads with those guys talking about how their game is absolute garbage, and you know, they should feel bad because they have bad taste, and now it's like I can kind of relate. They can kind of relate with me now. And the whole,
Exactly.
Fire Emblem has left me behind thing. I'm sorry.
Take advantage of the situation to control the battlefield in your favor. Combat arts are attacks unleashed at the expense of weapon durability. There are attacks with greater power, longer range, or other advantageous effects. So use them in decisive moments.
So will combat arts actually have unique animations this time?
Probably not.
I'll be honest, man. It's like one of those things where you can afford. You know, you can actually afford to like put a little bit more into that because, like, let's be honest, the gameplay's never that advanced.
Exactly.
It's how I've always felt about it, at least. Okay, get it. Art's the most expensive part of a game, but still.
There are also special moves that consume your soul in exchange for power, called Blaze Arts.
Consume your soul.
Boy. How very edgy.
Kai releases a burst of otherworldly power from his hand to cast flames
Also,
in a
like,
wide area.
is this all? Like, everybody just gets one?
It sounds like it.
Kind of lame, honestly. Like, if it's not one of those things where, like, there's just a variety of them, like, you know, you gotta make them, like, something that, like, you know, you gotta actually put some consideration into rather than just, you know, this is just what this character does.
Yeah. Also, look at that. 37, 37, 40 damage.
So, do characters die on the map in this game, or do you have to, like, you know, then go finish them off afterwards? Some Fire Emblems do it, some don't. Like,
Yeah.
some Fire Emblems, your guy will just straight up die from poisoning.
It looks like this guy in the bottom here is actually dying. Yeah, they just,
Oh, yeah, no, they're gone.
they just straight disappear.
They just fade from all existence. Also, look at that weapon name right there. Answerer. Dude, I can feel the edge.
That's your whole blaze art? Warps 3 spaces after use unit can attack.
Dude.
That's so fucking the other dude just got like a across the map nuke. What do you mean I get to warp 3 spaces?
Dude, Fire Emblem 2 witches have you beaten in this regard so freaking hard. It's not even funny. You can do this in freaking Fire Emblem Fates, and yeah, that was DLC, but whatever. Also, this is a tactically retarded decision right there.
Yeah, exactly. There's 5 guys over there.
Warp him to locations on the battlefield that
Don't do
aren't
it.
easily accessible.
Also, that costs HP to do.
Yeah, it costs 5 HP.
That's like, that is awful.
Also, brown woman throw a rock.
Power inherited from her ancestors to rend the earth and hurl it at
Did
foes.
they mean something by this?
Nida plays her Vihuela to buff allies, summon a powerful monster, and more.
Why do you
Also,
get to
that's
do
just
multiple
that's-
things?
That's just a thing from Three Houses.
Yeah.
That is just one of the beasts from Three Houses.
So just so we're clear, the kid gets an across the map explosive nuke. The black woman gets to chuck a rock across the map and possibly stun somebody. The bard gets to summon monsters and do AoE buffs. And then the Alucard gets to teleport 3 spaces. Why?
Man, justice for my boy Alucard, I tell you. Also, I'm gonna be honest. It's like if we were doing the Alucard comparisons to begin with, that is such a freaking vampire move to give him.
Yeah.
Am I?
No, I agree.
Just okay. Well, yeah. Okay. Fine. Does he also turn into a bunch of bats when he does it?
Fucking vampire gets to teleport 3 spaces. Who cares about teleporting 3 spaces when the other 2 people get to attack from 12?
I want to stress that the way the warp skill worked in freaking Kaiden, unlimited range,
These special
could be
moves
literally
can
anywhere.
turn the tide of battle, but at the cost of the hero.
Are we going back to the Foursquare thing?
I always like the concept. I just hope they actually make them playable for once.
It's green, so do you think it's just an ally that acts on its own?
It probably acts on its own, most likely, be my guess.
Heroes' health points. Additionally, if your allies fall in battle,
Also, need to throw in another observation. Art model discrepancy.
Art model discrepancy, and we're back to the. I think I need to take a break. They were never going to get rid of it, but
they're never gonna. Yeah, they will never get rid of permadeath from Fire Emblem because it's been in the series too long. But they will never actually make another Fire Emblem where permadeath is actually viable.
yeah. Well, I don't think they'll ever make another Fire Emblem without a casual mode.
Yeah, no. My point is, like, they will always make Fire Emblem games where permadeath is optional, and if you do play permadeath, frankly speaking, that's just the I need to reset the chapter because one of my guys died mode. Because they will never actually make a Fire Emblem where they actually consider the possibility that somebody could die because nobody's allowed to die because Fire Emblem fans are unable to actually just play the game like it's supposed to be played.
Yeah. It also, because we got to talk about this before in a previous Fire Emblem stream, but with the addition of casual mode, the game is now balanced around casual mode. It is, on harder difficulties, it is a balanced around you sacking people on the regular, which basically makes harder difficulties impossible.
Yannick, you're a really good example of this, actually.
Go for it.
Fire Emblem Awakening, when one of the mothers dies, you lose the child that would have come out of them getting an S rank.
Yeah.
In Fire Emblem Genealogy of the Holy War, there are individual units that only appear in the event that a designated mother character dies.
Yeah. In newer Fire Emblems, if a character dies, all that happens is you lose more characters than just the one that died.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. I gotta go use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. I think the funniest one is, I believe it's Shadow Dragon, but in one of the Fire Emblems, you have to lose like 5 characters before the 4th or 5th chapter. And if you do, you just get like 5 brand new characters that don't appear any other way. And it's genuinely like these are the you suck ass at this game characters. And for years, I had no idea they existed because I never played bad enough to lose that many characters. I did not know those characters even existed till I saw them on a wiki one day. And I was like, where do these characters come from? And it's like, oh, you have to like fully party wipe 3 times before the 5th or 6th chapter. I'm like, oh, okay. That's great. The You Suck team. They are the You Suck team. It's very funny, in my opinion. No one dies in Mizu Squad. I try not to let anybody die. I've had to sack characters before to get to the end.
Sometimes when I let characters die, it depends on whether or not like I feel like actually going back. Like if it's a character that's just like a question, do I really feel like going back for this guy?
Yeah.
They need a break.
You can turn back time.
Wait, hold on. Go back to that voice acting.
Oh, we brought back the time thing. We brought back the time thing.
Were we ever not going to? That's a really good question.
Additionally, if your allies fall in battle,
I think I need a break.
you can turn back time.
Voice acting. Dude. She sounds like freaky, like, you know, like when you see somebody on a
Yes, we're back to
YouTube
3
voice
houses.
actress. Yes, it is 3 houses. Also, keep in mind this has been a thing since Shadows of Valentia, so it's like, you know, of course, this is a staple now.
Yeah.
My problem will be that they feel some need to just add it into the game. like giving us some like in-universe explanation as to why a character can do this. I hate it so much because you don't need to.
It can just be a game mechanic.
Can we just let this be a game mechanic? Do we really have to turn this into some, the gods favor the protagonist because he's just so wonderful and incredible?
Exactly.
Trying to just add an auto-resolve button at this point. I don't think it's focused specifically on this case.
Yeah. Well, I know Sothis does come back for this game.
She does, but I don't think she's the reason for the time travel shenanigans.
After each move, you can rewind to any previous point in battle, so don't be afraid.
Wasn't there a limit in Three Houses?
I remember Engage had a map where they actually did take it away from you.
Yeah.
I complained when I got to that section. I played Engage on casual mode. I'm just being honest, and I say that though, because let's be real. That game is very unbalanced.
Yeah.
To rethink your strategy if things don't go as planned. Based on their class, such as
Shido, Master of Swords. Do we really need to come up with like all new names for all the classes? Like, can we not just
stick with Fire Emblem convention, please?
Can we please just have Swordmaster? Like,
can we just bring back the Myrmidons?
You
know what? I liked it. It was a random Greek reference, even though honestly they kind of had more of an Eastern feel to them from an aesthetic perspective, which was kind of weird, but whatever. We like the Myrmidons, okay? Fan favorite class.
Bardingers who fight on horseback.
Wow.
Cavalier.
Cavalier and Paladin, please.
And bishops who use white magic.
You can't bishop?
Bishop.
You can't bishop?
And bishop. And just bishop.
What do you mean you can't bishop? You changed Cavalier to Bardinger, but you can't bishop?
We couldn't just name it something. We couldn't name it something like something like I don't know, like a High Confessor or something like that. Nah, instead it's just freaking Bishop.
Yeah, we got Bishop. We didn't get Cavalier or Swordmaster. We got Shido and Bardinger and then Bishop. Could you not come up with another name for Bishop? Did you just give up when you got to that one?
Yes, they did, because Bishop is just a classic Fire Emblem class that appears.
Also,
in, like,
as we
every
can
game.
clearly see, reclassing has stayed, and any character can be anything, apparently.
Oh, Mizu, again, reclassing has been in
I know, it's
every
not gonna
Fire
go away.
Emblem. Every Fire Emblem that was not a remake. I think Shadows of Valentia was like the only one that didn't feature reclassing officially.
Yeah.
But it's like it kind of, sort of, but not really had it because
Magic.
couldn't rename them. Just make your healing class a shaman.
So, I'm gonna point this out, because I saw a bunch of people talking about this, and they're like, oh my god, we could finally see, like, what stats, like, increase with each class. Did you need this? Could you not figure this out on your own?
My thing there is, like, dude, do you actually care? Like,
Yeah.
Siri, do you actually freaking care? These are stats for nerds.
Well, this is all they show you still. This is like the fucking Pokemon chart. Like, they don't give you, like, explicit, like, numbers of how, like, what the growth rates are. It just shows what is more likely.
I remember seeing one person say something like, oh man, they're finally showing the growth rates because the Switch 2 can't be data mined, and we'll freaking see on that one.
Yeah, no, I have no idea why they're showing growth rates. And again, this is, like, another one of those things that only an idiot really needs this. Like, do you really need a growth rate chart to tell you that the Swordmaster specializes in dex and speed?
Most people who are fans of the series, who have been playing for a long time... Okay, here's the thing. People who have been long-term fans of the series, they're veterans, they've played several games, they already know this.
Yeah.
People who have not will be overwhelmed by this. They will not care about this because they're playing on the easiest difficulty.
Yeah.
This is unnecessary.
And then if you actually do get somebody who is a brand new player who is autistic enough to care about this, the first thing they're going to say is, why is it just this stupid chart? Why didn't you give me numbers?
I'll be honest, under any circumstances, I prefer seeing numbers.
Exactly.
I don't like charts because charts don't give me the information I need.
These can change dramatically. The weapons they can wield and their range of movement also vary.
What's hot take or not? I kind of liked Tron House. You could just kind of give anybody any weapon.
Yeah, a little bit.
You know what I like bow flyers.
Yeah.
All right, I think that was kind of one of the what was it called, the Kinshi Knight or whatever from Fates. That was a cool class. All right, that was a cool class. They used freaking bows and like they had like a giant bird. It was cool. It was neat.
You know what we're never getting back?
What?
Because it was specifically in Sacred Stones. You didn't just have like Wyvern Knights. You had like the Wyvern Flyers that had the more like snake-like ones. I loved those.
Yeah.
We're never getting those.
Yeah, it was the Wyvern Knight and the Wyvern Lord.
Yeah, and the Lords were like, they had like the snaky looking ones.
They were. No, the Lords were the Lords are like your basic. They were just the dragon version of the.
Are they? I thought it was the
Falcon
Lord
Knights. No, the Wyvern Knight was the one with the pierce skill.
Fair.
Or maybe it's named something else. I could be wrong. Yeah, Kimchi Knight. It's very. I actually don't know where kimchi comes from. It's like a spice.
Yeah, Wyvern Knight was the snaky one.
Listen, you gotta remember, these are core memories for me.
We will never get the snaky ones, though.
I need to stress that as well. This series is my childhood.
Yeah.
I know details about these games just off the top of my head that, frankly, I couldn't tell you my own mother's birthday. I am a terrible child.
Classes are divided into beginner, specialty, and advanced tier.
Okay, we're keeping that.
Let's go! Let's fucking go! I have a feeling there's gonna be like a thing here.
There's going to be a secret tier.
No, like it's gonna be just actually really disappointing in reality.
You know what actually really upsets me that kind of started with some of the newer games? I want Lord to be a class. I want like Lord to just be the class, and that's just what they always are.
Yeah, I miss that too, honestly, when like characters actually kind of had unique classes.
Yeah. Like in every game, each of the lords was just their class. They were Lord, and their Lord class was unique to other lords.
Like, we will never get a Fire Emblem game with like a setup like Fire Emblem Blazing Blade had, where like you had 3 characters and they all had completely different vibes to them.
Yeah.
Especially like when you class changed them and it was a completely different thing.
They tried to do that a little bit with Sacred Stones because they had Arika and Ephraim. But then the other lords didn't get special classes. They were just like their friends who were also lords.
Yeah.
It's depressing, chat. I miss my lord classes.
And it doesn't even have to be Lord. It can be named something different. Like I only had the Lord classes like as promotion in Path of Radiance, but it's like,
you can give them like a different name.
Unique class, and that's a cool thing. It feels neat. It feels nice. It helps distinguish them from the rest of the army. Also, Gabby, the joke here is that my favorite Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn was one of the very few Fire Emblem games have 3 class tiers.
Yeah.
Like, this is kind of like, generally, because normally it's based more like on
It's
old school
1, 2.
Final Fantasy. Yeah, it's just standard class, advanced class.
Yeah.
The joke here, though, is also that I'm going to be honest. I highly doubt it's actually going to be the 3 different class tiers.
Well, now
I think there's going to be a thing to it.
Well, because now the beginner tier most of the time feels kind of like just like journeyman.
Yeah, basically.
Everybody kind of feels like journeyman, but just journeyman with a different weapon. So the beginner class now is just not that interesting at all.
I don't care. I don't care what the tier lists say.
Yeah.
I will always use Amelia.
Oh, 100%. I always the difference for me though is like a lot of people have like her ideal pathway planned out. It's like, no, she's general. Every time general.
Every time. Dude, Amelia General, there's a reason why they made her a general in Heroes.
Yeah, everybody picked general.
Because it's peak. Okay? Small girl, big armor, big weapon. It's great.
I think what's funny is they didn't expect people to do that because Amelia is one of the few characters that has a unique paladin model, and they expect everybody to go paladin for her.
I don't know. Normally, whenever I keep people talking about Amelia, they just make her paladin, but I don't know.
I always go general. There's fan art, tons of fan art of her as a general.
Yeah, because it's the more iconic one. Because for one, Game Boy Advance had one of the sicker general designs. I'll be brutally honest here.
Yeah. Oh no, because every game after that tried to make generals make sense. Like, how could a human carry this much armor? I don't care how a human could carry that much armor. I want the generals to be like walking fortresses. I love that.
Okay, Radiant Dawn had some pretty sick armor unit designs.
Fair.
The Marshall class was extremely. It was they were very wide.
Yes, it's very thick, as the kids say.
Absolutely adored it, though. It's one of my favorites.
Oh, I'll also never get over how the Sacred Stones generals had like fucking chains attached to their spears and axes.
Where they would they would freaking throw the axe at the person or like impale them with a spear, and then like through some freaking thing, they wouldn't even like pull the chain back. It would just slide back towards the like freaking.
Oh, I loved it. The generals were so good.
It was sick.
And then for like swords, they gave them like big guts buster swords.
Yeah, they gave them like swords like the size of them. Big.
Oh, they were so good. Bring back Game Boy Advance generals.
Dude, I would love to. You know what? I would love to see that in 3D.
Oh, 100%. They'll never do it though.
No, they won't. They won't.
Gladiators excel in handling weapons. Diviners can wield magic. And Orneus riders can cover more ground.
Hold on. Diviner was the class in, also again, Ket Bishop.
What is this map?
It looks like a road of some kind.
So do you see it in the top right?
What?
Look at how big this fucking map is.
Why is it tilted?
I don't know. The tilting kind of does tilt me too. Look how
Also,
big it is. With nothing on it. No, it's not that it's a mini map. It's like how the map is styled, what it is. It's just a giant empty rectangle with a couple enemies on the far side of the map.
Also, Carrot Made over here says that the website sounds like how Amelia got underwhelmed by crits. And I gotta say, one of the things that irks me about a lot of the 3D Fire Emblems.
Oh, your crits aren't special anymore?
Nothing special, dude. Most of the attacks feel really dull.
Yeah.
Average awakening map, not wrong. Not wrong. This is the average. This is just an awakening map.
There is something else coming up in this this special that makes me more upset than anything else we've seen.
Yeah, but anyways, yeah. So, is the diviner that was that the class in the was that the mage class for the Hoshido side of Fates?
It might have been.
I feel like it was, but I honestly can't remember.
5
Average
beginner
birth
classes
rate,
in
man.
all. Specialty classes have more specific abilities. Armored Knights boast ironclad defense with heavy armor.
Those
Wing
guys
soldiers
are wearing
can-
armor.
Why did you call them a wing soldier? That is gonna piss me off.
What?
Wing soldier.
Dude, Fates tried to make Pegasus Knights gender neutral, but at least they had the common decency to call them Sky Knights.
It annoys me. Just call them Pegasus Knights. I don't understand why we're not calling them Pegasus Knights.
I don't know, because Pegasus only likes.
Look at the
doesn't
name
like
of her
men,
weapon.
whatever. Domino Spear.
leap obstacles and cover long distances.
Is this is this like?
Wow.
Wait, hold on. Let's try to see if we can.
Chariot
This thing look unique.
leap obstacles.
That's just the name
cover
of
long
it.
distances.
I kind of like how the Pegasus looks.
Yeah, no, I like the. I agree. I actually like the shading there. It's got
I
some pink on
don't
it.
like that you're calling it a wing soldier. Just call it a Pegasus Knight. They've always been
Okay.
Pegasus Knights.
Pegasi offensive. For what it's worth, Pegasi were really sexist,
It was always women.
which is what made Pegasus Knights great. Because there were no men to ruin them.
And you could try attack. I don't care like what anybody
Yeah.
says. Try attack was fun.
You know, there's another one. There's another thing you don't really see much these days, I feel like.
Yeah, dude, try attack doesn't really work.
And Radiant Dawn had really fun triangle attacks too, because like they even had like a ranged one, which
Yeah.
is really cool.
And then you could have one of the girls still be a Wyvern Knight or a Wyvern Lord and it would still work. Only one of
Yeah.
them though.
Yeah, that's how it was in Sacred Stones, and and the one that you made a Wyvern Knight had to be the one that was initiating, otherwise it wouldn't work. I think my best reason why is because it uses the sprites
Yeah.
from it, and I guess they just
Didn't wanna
class
do-
changing came a little. I guess class changing came a little bit later in the game,
Yeah.
and so like they didn't have the Wyvern Knight model showing up or sprite showing up during the animation. I don't know.
While charioteers can strike multiple
I don't like
enemies in a
this.
straight line.
I don't know what it is.
To attain.
I don't like this.
Advance.
I think what throws me off is charioteers are portrayed as like this charge type class, except they're bow classes.
Well,
And it throws me off.
I don't know. There's something about the presence of the chariot just feels really. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Straight line. There are over
Like it's a bow class, but its main ability is to charge into enemy lines. Why is this a thing?
Also, wait, hold on. Okay, no, it's only in one space.
10
Yeah,
to
it's a
attain.
weird class. I don't like it.
Advanced classes are masters of their skills. Cataphracts have the mobility of horses with the defense of heavily armored units.
Is that a fucking zebra?
Cataphracts have the
might
mobility
just be the
of
armor.
horses with
No, that's the
No,
skin.
that's
That's
a
a zebra.
That's a zebra. It makes sense in a Coliseum setting. Yeah, for me, I'm gonna be real with you though. I don't like the Coliseum setting.
Yeah. It really just feels like they took the arena from other games and said, let's just make that to the main point of the game.
Lost the point of the arena.
Yeah. And yeah, Cataphract. I don't like the name.
Again, why can't we just freaking make it Paladin or something? Like,
We
come
had
on.
Paladin and Great Knight already.
the defense of heavily armored units.
Okay, this is a great night.
Guardians are skilled with both spears and white magic.
So
Okay, vaguely different from usual.
this is fair. However, I will forever be mad that soldiers do not get their due as a class.
Dude, oh my god! The only game that ever let soldiers be a thing was Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn. And it upset. This is again Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn, the best Fire Emblem games in the series. I will fight you on that one.
Also, they've tried to do this like melee and magic thing before. It never works. They have never once in their entire history gotten melee and magic to work on a character. It is either the character is primarily magic, primarily melee, or they get relegated to the bench because they don't do either of them good enough to matter.
Yeah. Like, it's a fun concept, but like one of my personal favorites is Mist in Radiant Dawn specifically.
Yeah.
Because she's an example of a character that uses melee and magic, and her only magic is healing, and her melee is strength cap of 25.
Yep. Soldier was also an enemy exclusive class in Fates 2. That's the thing. They want Soldier to be just enemy classes, but then in Radiant Dawn and Path of Radiance, they had the Soldier as like a whole line.
They had Soldier. They gave it. There was a full 3-tier line in Radiant Dawn. It was Soldier, Halberdier, Sentinel, and it was freaking awesome in that game.
I love them, and they just won't let us just have the Spear class. Unless it's on a horse.
They won't give us a. They will not give us a spear locked
Foot class.
Yeah,
You
I
can
mean, I
have.
guess the closest thing we may have had was maybe the I guess we kind of had one in Fates.
Yeah. I just want my Spear class.
I can't remember the name of the class, but
I want my
it was
Soldier.
it wasn't Soldier. It was the Hoshido class.
Because I think the only reason they don't do it is because Spear classes have typically been relegated to Cavaliers and Knights, which are armored and mounted respectively. The problem is Cavaliers and Knights aren't spear locked anymore with the newer games. So they're not there's no reason to not just give us like a soldier class now.
And generally Fire Emblem tends to be pretty like lenient as far as like, trying new, class types that don't really make sense, like freaking daggers on a mount.
Yeah.
Which, I'll be honest, just I don't like it. It just feels weird to me.
Yeah.
Plus other
Also, chat mentioned Villager. I don't count Villager as a spear class.
Villagers don't count. Villagers don't count because villagers are basically trainee classes.
Yeah, they're trainee or journeyman.
You have a guy as a villager because you are trying to get him to be good enough to be something that is not villager.
Yeah. Although you could like respec Donald into Villager like 3 times and then it just turned into a god after the 3rd time.
Yeah, but you can just make him villager again after any other class at any point if you wanted to.
classes that possess a combination.
Oh yeah,
of
Spear
strengths.
Fighter, Spear Master, or Basara. Basara being a mixed attacking class, which was magic and which was magic and spears. Yeah.
And here's our new mounted class.
I remember seeing a lot of people apparently freaking out about the Elephant Rider. Is this a force space unit that's actually playable?
I'm gonna say like the Elephant Rider doesn't bother me, but it's also not something that I'm like, oh wow, this is super amazing. It's just
it's just an elephant.
Yeah. It's just
Like,
another mounted class and probably an excuse to get rid of Great Knight.
It's another. Well, no, we already had Great Knight. They showed off the Great Knight equivalent earlier. It was mobility plus defense.
Well, I think they just made like a thicker paladin now.
That is possible. The capital leaders were always kind of like, they're always kind of like a bit meatier classes.
Well, because now they kind of gone really hard into, because it worked for Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn, where every class really only went up to one class, right? But instead of like other games where they could split into 2 different kind of pathways, The
I
problem
don't
is,
mind it. My only problem is, sorry.
well, no, so the problem with it now is now there's not like a mix. Everybody goes up to the same paladin / great knight mix if you want a horse class. There aren't paladins and great knights and anything else. It's just everybody does the mix class.
Yeah, and another thing is also that I'm not really a big fan of like when it comes to like the split classes that are really common these days is the fact that it tends to result in a few classes that are frankly afterthoughts.
Oh yeah, no, if you in 3 houses, I think there's like 3 classes that really matter. And then everything else is like, yeah, no, we play these 3.
But like one of my favorites is like freaking Griffin Knights. It's like it's just a random class, you know? It's just,
Yeah.
It's just kind of there. It's like, okay, we got Griffin Knights.
And it's never brought up where the Griffins are from.
Nobody uses Griffin Knights because it's like, okay, why would I want to reclass my Wyvern Rider into Griffin Knight?
Yeah. Why? So I can use axes? Who gives a shit?
I think Griffin Knight was like axe sword for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Also find the overwhelmingly powerful.
It does look like they are 4 space class.
Oh, core space unit. Interesting. Okay, so you know what? You know what? I will give you this one. Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave, good for you. I wanted it to be a dragon class, personally. I really wanted it to be a dragon class for you to actually bring back freaking dragon classes, but this is a fine consolation.
Yeah.
Powerful elephant riders and other classes that fight while
Also said it.
giant beasts.
Yeah, people have mentioned this out. This is Sedeth from 3 Houses. And we're all assuming it's the same Sedeth.
I will note that in 3 Houses, every ending, I'm pretty sure, does result in Sedith leaving Frodlin.
Yeah.
So, checks out. Also, does he have exposed nipples in this class?
It kind of looks like it. Did we address the fact that he's now 300 years old?
Well, yeah, because he's an Abbataan. Of course he's
I know,
300.
but still.
He's way older than that, honestly.
True. Why is he blonde now?
Because he's got to be incognito. He's a war criminal.
Midlife crisis.
I think that's another one people have been saying there.
People have said if it's a prequel, it's a mistake he made as a teenager. It's his edgy phase. If it's a sequel, it's his midlife crisis.
I'm pretty sure this is a sequel, though.
Yeah. It's
Looks
midlife
like
crisis.
Exposed shoulder blades. Then why is his head on backwards?
I also have to point out that, like, that is not a good color for hair. I don't know
It
what the
really
fuck they were
isn't.
doing. That's like puke green.
Like, I'm gonna be honest. If the joke is that it's a bad dye job, fair.
You defeat me?
It doesn't really sound like him, though. I think they got a new voice actor, maybe?
I don't know. You know how it is, you know.
Between matches,
So this is some shit that threw me off when I saw it the first time.
So, 172 turns. What exactly is one turn?
Yeah, because people were saying, like, oh, well, you know, if they have the free time, because the free time in the monastery, like, took forever, you realistically only had, like, 10 actions you could do, but those 10 actions literally took you, like, an hour to do them. So what do you mean 172? What?
My guess is that, like, rather than giving you a full, like, in-game month that's, like, separated across a couple of weeks, they just give it to you all at once.
Yeah. But that sounds really bad. That just makes the in-between so much longer.
It sounds to me like this is supposed to play into, like, the way the world map is supposed to work, which I'm going to be honest, I don't think I like the way the world map works here.
you'll have time to get ready for what's to come. You'll receive some useful intel about your next opponent. So use this information while exploring Daxian. Or venturing off to improve your team's prowess in battle. The time is yours to spend.
So delicious.
I really hate about the. Oh wait, that's the sword that showed up earlier.
A slender magic sword imbued with dark power allows the use of the prune combat art. It's only a one
so
range.
Okay, so I guess it's not a la carte.
Those
unique
stats are
weapon.
painful.
That is
13
really
damage,
mean.
60 hit rate.
This looks pretty typical as far as weapons go. Curse 2?
I don't know what curse is. That'll be something we have to learn.
Do we have cursed weapons in this game?
There's more turns. Look at the bottom left. Left 200 turns. What qualifies as a turn?
Like, so is it any time that you move on the world map that's qualified as a turn, in which case it... Dude, that could get really grating after a while, I feel like.
What qualifies as a turn?
Like, yeah.
Let's look at some of the things you can do in Daxian. The Arena Plaza is where you can receive additional training once per week in the time between matches.
So when's the week? How many times is a week?
Yes. Because, like, is it literally every action is one turn? Because if so, that's just hours upon hours of not doing the main story.
Look, you gotta remember, we gotta do anything but, like, actually play the game.
Is this how we're doing our skills now, by the way?
I think this is just how it was in Three Houses.
It was, but I didn't like it.
Wait, is that leadership on the far right
That looks
there?
like leadership, which was based on battalions, but it doesn't look like we get battalions.
So what does leadership do on this one? Which, again, I want to note, again, that, like, I'm miffed about the lack of battalions. I'm miffed about the fact that we did not get a proper dragon unit for our 4 space unit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that I'm actually going to be a little bit hung up on, because it's just like, that's something I've kind of wanted in the series for a while, and naturally they never gave it to me.
Not a fan of special character exclusive weapons having durability. I didn't like that about Lynn's Marikari. No, I agree to a degree.
It depends on the weapon. For what it's worth, like...
I agree, I just don't like durability at all. I think with certain characters, it's probably better that they had durability. Lynn's special weapon
was basically just a rapier. Or wait, yeah, the thing was just a rapier.
Yeah. They were very strong weapons early on, so they did need durability. But like when you...
so they gave you 2 of them. Don't be a baby about it.
Yeah. But like...
It's like 50 durability.
But towards the end game, when they would give you like their god weapons, and it's like they had 20 durability, it's like, why the fuck would you do this to me?
I always liked when they gave Lynn the soul Kadi at the end of the game.
Did I ever tell you how I fucked up?
Too heavy for her to use.
Did I ever tell you how I fucked up my first run of Radiant Dawn?
What'd you do?
So you know when you actually get to Ashra's tower, they basically bless whatever weapon your characters have equipped to give it infinite durability so it can actually damage things?
I take it you screwed up what weapons you had blessed.
Well, because it didn't explain what it meant. And it said, okay, so like certain characters can only be damaged by blessed weapons, so choose your best weapons. How I understood that is I'm going to have to be using these weapons a lot. I should choose weapons with really high durability. So I completed the entire ending of Radiant Dawn with like iron weapons.
Like, it would have been a good detail to let you know the weapon becomes unbreakable.
Yeah.
It's like, that section, dude, one of the most tragic things in Radiant Dawn is the fact that we have the freaking fight against Digintia right before freaking Sephirin and Ashura.
Yeah.
Like, guy freaking just upstaged everyone.
At least you beat the game. No, I still won. I played my heart out to beat that fucking game with iron weapons.
For what it's worth, you're at least guaranteed to have Ragnall.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, Ike did carry a lot of it.
carries most of the game regardless of what you do.
Also, my Micaiah carried the end game is with Ike because what I did was I saved all of my XP, all of my bonus XP, and I maxed out Micaiah at the end.
Dude, late game Micaiah is freaking insane.
Oh yeah, she tore through shit.
It's like one of those things where like if she got her class change sooner, she would be an absolute unit.
That is the only thing I really didn't like about Radiant Dawn, because it did really well for making the gameplay more stressful. But it also meant that from like Micaiah's group, you could maybe have 2 characters from that group make it to the end game. Maybe 2 characters.
Meg.
Everybody else had to be dumped.
Meg's always in my end game party.
Yeah. Because you didn't have enough bonus XP to increase all of them, and there was no way to get enough XP before end game to make them viable. So you could maybe have 2 of them.
My favorite there too is also Fiona.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely the most useless character in the series.
I just wish that you could do more with them before the end.
Yeah, I'll be honest, more Dawn Brigade chapters would have been nice to see, because they were really... Ugh. It was nice though, because it was really stressful in a couple of areas, but like,
there's also so many characters that you just get through like completely random ass means in that game.
Of course, Micaiah's team's also a little bit less balanced around permadeath, because you mentioned that, and it's like...
Yeah.
You can get maybe like... You can accept like maybe 1 or 2 deaths.
Yeah.
Improve. You'll learn new moves to use in battle, and be able to wield increasingly stronger weapons.
So it's just 3 houses.
Yeah.
On match
Also, the freaking Tears of the Kingdom looking spear.
Exactly. Watch another clan's match. All allies will gain XP. It says like how much time it'll take, but it doesn't say like turns.
You can watch battles between other participants unfold.
Because it's turn of day, yeah.
Why is it called an arcade?
At the shopping arcade.
One ask questions.
So what do we got? We actually have wooden tier weapons. You actually put a tier below bronze. And it's... Okay, why?
And it's the only one that you can buy infinite of. Which, granted, I'm guessing that weapon repairing is probably back. Most likely back.
It just throws me off that we keep going lower. Iron used to be the lowest possible, and then they introduced bronze, and now we're unironically introducing wood.
Wood is
also,
the
what's
one
the durability on these? Like, the thing was, like, bronze and iron were supposed to have a lot more durability, because you could, like, they sucked, but you could use them a bajillion times.
So, like, I mean, steel always tended to be one of the more, like, you know, one of the, like, the longer lasting weapons.
Yeah.
So it just makes you wonder what that's going to look like.
Probably for grinding weapon classes. Like, maybe. Wood only challenge. Chad, are you going to make me buy this and have to do, like, a wood only challenge?
A wooden axe is basically just a club.
Yeah, pretty much. To be fair, a wooden any weapon is basically a club.
Like, this just feels inadvisable.
So I have this club shaped like a sword, or this club that's shaped like a spear, or this club that's shaped like an axe.
You go for the spear one. Longer reach.
Yeah.
Weapons and
But the axe one is heavier. Let gravity do some of the work for me.
Yeah, fair statement there. Also, let's take a look here at the axe's durability versus the lance's durability.
Yeah. Don't know how the axes get a buff.
slightly higher durability.
Also, the ranged ones now have the exact same durability as iron and cost the same.
Also, this guy literally had nothing in his inventory. That is me being nitpicky.
Yeah. That iron sword is the first weapon he's ever bought.
I'm not even going to try to be like, no, that's unironically just me being nitpicky.
Enhance your weapons using materials you've collected.
We have a weapon leveling up.
I mean,
we've had that for a couple games.
While. Yeah, we've had that.
Oh my
Honestly, it could
God,
be
I'm
argued
really
we've had that basically since Path of Radiance. Actually.
Yeah.
Row
The Path
is
of Radiance
watched
is a bit weirder because that was just you making a weapon from scratch.
Durability might be exclusively for skills now. That is a possibility. We'd have to actually see it, though.
It'd be really weird, though.
Yeah.
over by a bronze statue of the divine sovereign and is home to 7 temples.
Attention to
Depending on
detail
which
is
temple you volunteer in, you'll acquire a blessing to use in battle.
What are these characters? Are these actually the...
Okay.
These are the gods.
I do have to give one thing here. Mars mentioned.
Yeah. Do they go over...
You'll acquire a blessing to use in battle.
So, the pink hair is Aurora. Halves damage from magical attacks for 1 turn. And then at level 3, neutralizes Underworld Boon on foe for 1 turn. I can't pronounce that. What?
Smirnos.
Hit 50 on magic attacks, range 1 to magic, and magic +5. So he's the magic one.
I don't really understand the point of this, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
These
And then Mars is
also
hit 50, restores HP, and then strength 5.
Also on one hand, Mars mentioned Fire Emblem friends. On the other hand, come on, like at least get blue hair or something. Like seriously, like
Yeah.
make it like a really romanticized image of like like just play the meme, dude. Seriously.
We're gonna comment on how both of the dude gods are black guys and both of the female gods are white girls.
What do they mean by this?
It's just it's some of the choices are strange.
provide
It's
effects
like
such
they
as
look
a
like
temporary
Hades characters. You're not wrong. I can see
stat
where it
buff,
comes from.
having the damage you receive, and more.
Oh, dude, that is busted.
Yeah, that's having the damage you receive.
Like that makes an enormous difference.
Well, especially when you look at like what the other characters have, it's like, oh yeah, do you want strength +5, or do you want to have all damage you receive? Oh, I don't know. Maybe
You
have
gotta
all
remember,
damage
man,
I
like,
receive.
stuff like that is actually like really that's a big difference, especially in games like Fire Emblem,
Yeah, that's a ridiculous amount.
where you can take multiple attacks in a single turn.
Yeah.
Speak to an exam proctor to take a certification exam.
Also, I'm gonna be honest.
Speak to an
Why
exam
do
proctor
proctors
to take a certification exam.
the soul dreadnought? Interesting.
I can't with the fucking shoes. Did you not see the shoes on the first go over? I can't with the fucking shoes. What is that?
Also, I'm gonna be honest. Why are exams present here? Like,
I don't know.
I'm gonna like. Why wouldn't it have made more sense for something that's not exams? Because that just feels like it's here because of their houses.
It is, for sure. What are those boots? I can't.
Like, what's it? And like, he's got like little shields on his legs. Like, they're not even attached. Like, they're not like seriously attached.
So
What the
funny.
fuck? Just got little shoes there.
And this is his Bardinger, which, yeah, it's a zebra. They're fucking zebras.
The chance of success depends.
Ovate.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
on who's
goodness.
taking the
This is the Black Mage class. Yeah, Black Magic in the bottom right there. Why'd you call it an ovate? Why did everything get a different name except Bishop and Sniper, apparently?
I feel like even Sniper, you could have found something pretty easy compared to Bishop. Like, seriously.
Like, you... now they're Dreadnoughts and Ovates. You couldn't come up with something different for Bishop and Sniper.
Also, Ovate sounds too much like freaking Ova, and I'm just like, oh no.
Oh, yeah.
test.
I guess
and the
that's why.
class
I guess that's why the class looks like that. You know.
I guess.
they're aiming for. So be sure they have the necessary skills before applying.
Also, again, the freaking character just. The characters freaking lose so much personality with freaking reclassing. I swear, man.
100%. I
You just
really
lose
wish...
so much of your characters. Radiant Dawn was great because every character in Radiant Dawn had a unique appearance for every single one of their classes.
Yeah, he was so good.
To attain the pleasure I seek.
Oh my!
Why did you say it that way?
You can also receive quests from townsfolk. Complete them by the given deadline to receive rewards. You never know who might ask for your help.
in this matter.
Really?
Rewards. You never know who might ask.
The fucking king character is just walking around.
Okay, just suddenly appears, asks for a favor. May or may not be very quick to do on account of, one of the protagonists being pretty obviously,
Some people probably like this. I don't like that there is so much in between battles now.
Yeah.
It
Like,
keeps
back in
getting
the day,
more
I mean,
and
there was
more.
I think Radiant Dawn had a pretty nice balance, honestly.
Yeah.
They're kind of about the same amount of in between, but it's just like you're kind of at the base. You have, you can mess around with supports. You're mostly just going to be doing spreadsheet stuff at that point.
Yeah.
Management stuff at that point.
The Divine Sovereign? Why would someone of your stature be here?
And of course, there's going to be other characters to recruit. That's obvious. But I guarantee
So,
it's going to
how much
use
you
the
wanna
three
bet?
houses system.
How much you want to bet post time skip? You lose somebody and you're fucked.
You can also recruit powerful warriors you meet in Daxian. Even if they turn you away at first, try giving them gifts.
Appreciate it.
Who the fuck is she? She looks so out of place.
Like, why are we going for this? Why are we bringing in the Gothic Lolita style here? Feels a little bit excessive.
The spirits
Or invite them to share a
I think something that's getting me is a lot of the hairstyles are a little too extra.
Yes.
Like this blonde girl, right? I'd be fine if it was just the braided ponytail, but it's like the extra side braids are throwing me off as well.
Honestly, she would have looked better with just regular bangs.
Yeah.
Is that Lucia? Oh no.
meal.
Don't give her any hamsters. you just give her a dead hamster and suddenly she just loves you forever now.
That might be enough to win them over.
God, They tried to name her after the Ninian twins. Like, Nini.
Oh no.
At inns, not only can you lodge and eat, but you can let time pass
But
to
look at
gain
the style. It's called. It's the style's called Gothic Lolita.
Yeah.
I swear.
experience
But yeah,
and gather
no, they-
materials automatically.
So you... How many turns? That's weird.
So you can just wait. So how much do you get out of this?
Yeah, I don't...
Like, if you can just dump turns into it, which is okay, that's fine. That's fine, whatever. But like, also he's putting way more turns in than he has left.
Yeah. So is it gonna, like, stop them? Oh, no, never mind. His turns are counting down
okay.
as he moves it up.
Oh yeah, I saw.
So he
Gather
ends up
materials
using
automatically.
20, 30 turns.
Looking good.
And on the first character, he got a level and got his spear up a level.
Characters who've grown close may converse and show their support to each other here too.
Oh, and can I get a raise? Then I'd be psyched to work even harder.
Thanks, Kai. I came here to say I was pulling for you, but it went the other way around.
As your journey
Ugh.
continues, you'll gain access to
Some of these, God, man, this is why
Her hair is a perfect example of too much. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah,
What is going on with this hairstyle?
freaking levitating.
even more facilities.
Remember this for a long
You know,
time
it's
to
okay.
come.
I actually think we've had Fire Emblem games with better hair physics than that.
Oh, 100% we have.
I think actually Fates had better hair physics.
They kept Myrmidon, but renamed Swordmaster to Shido. Yep.
This is the Pale Raven's Perch, a spot where a mysterious white bird
That's an
rests its
owl.
wings. From here, you can swap to a different hero. Progress is saved for each of the heroes, so playing through all 4 of their stories in parallel is an option.
See,
My-
people were praising this for being like so huge and so amazing. Is this not just different save slots all played on the same save?
Understand what exactly they're going for here.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you can just swap to another character. It's like, and play through their story. Like, okay, so is this different save slots? Like, I don't... Are you, like, advertising different save slots as, like, a huge thing?
By the way, if they were truly brave, yes, brave in the bathing scene, they would have just had them covered by fog or whatever.
Or towels. But not, like, wrapped around the body towels. Like, literally just holding on the front towel.
Yeah. It's not a proper cozy bathing scene unless
When
everybody's
you
naked.
venture outside of Daxian, you can explore areas across the continent. Time passes every time you move, so plan your expeditions carefully.
No, it's the same
Visit
story
town.
from different POVs. I think it's a different story for the POVs.
Yeah.
Because only so many people can win a specific battle.
Yeah.
To purchase local wares,
Anything you'd like?
Also, it feels like bloat. To me,
Yeah.
it feels kind of like bloat. Like it feels like you're just gonna end up with a really like a story that doesn't know where it's gone.
It also, like, everything they're adding to it feels, like, very intrusive for no reason. Like, oh, you
We're
can
gonna be
plan
honest,
out these
dude.
routes to go across the world. It's like, okay, why can't I just have battles and buy shit?
Like alongside that, it's just like I feel like it's too much. It feels like it's too much.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I don't mind the idea of having a world map system that's actually kind of has a bit to it, but like, make that the whole game.
Yeah. Instead of like I have a certain number of turns to go and play with the map, and then I have to come back and do like a fucking arena fight.
Gather information that could be useful on your adventure. Travel with your allies to improve everyone's abilities in battle. Enemies will randomly appear on the world map. When you encounter one, a skirmish will begin. Earn experience points by felling your foes. You'll also find dungeons where you'll collect materials
Also,
for
you know, I feel like the environmental design could have used a little bit more work to actually look good with the character designs.
Yeah, they don't really feel like they're in the same world.
Which is kind of a problem I've noticed with a lot of games. Power World also has that issue.
Feature creep the game. No, like 100%. I really doubt all of these features are going to be as fleshed out and dense as people would want them to be.
Strengthening weapons, along with other treasures.
I actually never minded the idea of them making a game that like kind of took Fire Emblem Guidance concept and just like rolled with that, but like a more like, which is like a modern setup, you know what I mean? Like take Fire Emblem, make it kind of like a traditional JRPG in terms of like how the overall game is structured, explore, map exploration, stuff like that. But I just feel like they're trying too hard to make it too different at the same time. Also, Argonians? What?
Along with other treasures.
No, Aragonian, sorry. What's the quest on the bottom left there?
Yeah. Attend the Aragonian banquet.
Dang, I was hoping I'd see a Bethesda lawsuit.
When you encounter enemies roaming in a dungeon.
Here we go.
I don't like the future shit. I really don't.
Honestly, this feels way too, like...
This feels like Final Fantasy.
It feels too intact.
Yeah.
Like, it's one thing to, like, have, like, okay, fine, but, like... We just have a place where it's pipes everywhere.
I was thinking about it today, and I was like, why am I okay with some fantasy games having the future shit, but it hit me so hard, like, it hit me so bad when I saw it today in this. And I realized it's because games that do typically have the future shit, it's obvious in the characters themselves that there is a conflict with what the world looks like versus what the world is capable of. I think a really good example was Xenoblade Chronicles 2, where, technically people are running around using swords and stuff, but the swords are very clearly, like, robotic, right? It's very clear that there's some level of technology that's built into them. It's not just people running around with wooden spears trying to stab each other. The spears clearly are made with special technology. With Fire Emblem, that's not in any of people's clothes. It's not in any people's weapons. It's not in any of their architecture. It's just, everything is a regular medieval society, except over here, there's just fucking mechs and shit.
And for some reason, freaking Glock.
Yeah, for some reason, a Glock gauntlet.
Turn-based clash.
I saw this and I was like, I do not want this.
My question over here is, like, you have a perfectly good system, right?
Probably not.
No, like, we have a perfectly good system. Shadows of Valentia had map encounters, like, or they had, like, dungeons and encounters in those dungeons.
Yeah.
They were fine there. They were regular Fire Emblem maps. But they decided to make it this persona-looking thing here, and it's just like, what?
Yeah. It's like, what's funny is you can look in the bottom left. You don't even have to do this. You can auto-battle it, or you can just skip to the end. Why is this a thing?
It feels like, it feels like freaking,
Just so
also,
dumb.
God, that sword does not look better when it's glowing. Jeez.
Yeah, it's kind of worse.
This is actually a really bad angle because there are way too many spikes on that thing. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Differs
This
from
guy
normal
really is
battles
somebody's
will
OC.
I suppose I must.
In clashes
I get out with his fucking eyes.
that differs from normal battles will begin.
I suppose.
Please just give him an eye patch. I think it looks so much better if you just gave him an eye patch. Just come on. We got all this tech over here. We got all this Agarthan tech over here. And we still can't just like turn your item side to scrape at the nerves to fix it. That's how they correct the lazy eye, by the way. It's wild.
Yeah. I can't with the fucking lazy eye, dude. Every time I see it, it's just gonna take me out.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna be honest. One of my biggest gripes with this game is this one feels so much like it feels very Western.
Yeah, it feels like it's appealing to just Western people, for sure.
It feels really like they're like, okay, we got a big American audience, and Americans love when we just include
Random disabilities.
Yes, I'm waiting to see the character with the vitiligo, of course. There's always one, you know.
Oh, every time.
Suppose I must.
In clashes, you can perform attack combos with your allies. Plus, each of the 4 heroes can
What
use
just
ability.
there? Did they like one shot the entire
I
encounter?
suppose I must.
In clashes, you can perform attack combos
Oh
with
no,
your
okay.
allies.
It was already dying there. Wait, so is it just one enemy and that's it?
It kind of looks like it because the other two just left.
Plus,
This is
each of
dumb.
the 4
I don't like
heroes
this.
can use abilities that are unique to them. For instance, Dietrich can flush out enemies in hiding, while Theodora can recruit soldiers in towns.
There
Okay,
are
wait,
battalions.
Okay, I guess you have battalions. I haven't really
Send out
seen
your
them
assembled
present
troops
though, it
together.
looks like.
You know, we haven't seen a single
Unless
battalion
the
in a fight.
battalions are more of a map thing, in which case,
Yeah.
lame.
So far, we haven't seen a single battalion the entire time.
Other materials,
I guess. Promise to be.
or
The
deploy them in
conscription.
battle.
Will not miss this chance.
Okay, so we have battalions.
It looks like battalions are just skills.
Need some help!
Make the most of these commands to enhance your power of battle.
Also, catching animals. That's the thing here.
Yep.
Again, this feels
Do I have to
really
catch my own
bloated.
horse? Ostrich.
Just randomly during a battle, your horse is gonna break its leg and you're gonna have to catch a new one.
Gonna have to old yeller it.
Now upon your strength. Hold fast to the devotion in your beating heart.
Yeah, so
Hold
We kinda
fast to the devotion in
skim
your
over
beating
this, but
heart.
apparently Glock Girl is an earthbender.
What the fuck? Pick a freaking lane, lady!
For those who stand upon the final stage, I shall grant whatever wish you may desire.
Oh wait, hold on.
So
I discovered nothing about Alucard. Teleports behind you.
Nothing personnel, kid.
This so much OC.
Look at this bright blue hand on this motherfucker.
Dude, is that freaking thing from Fates?
I don't know.
Ugh. Let's not do Fates again, come on.
That I vow to you. People of Daxian, hear me
Also,
now, as I
so no
declare
other
that the
hero
heroic
relics
game-
here?
Sorry, what?
Are there just no other hero relics here?
I guess. I guess we'll see.
Is it really just Alucard? Like, it feels so weird just seeing that here.
Everybody else just has regular weapons, and then he has like this weird ass sword.
Yeah, and it's like, and the thing glows, which implies he has a crest, which, you know, resonates with the weapon. So, like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's just weird to me.
Also, yes, chat, we can talk about the fact we introduced maid classes and then just never brought them back.
That was just Fate's doing. That was just a Fate's thing, right?
They're never coming back. And we're not getting anything like them either, like the throwing knives class.
Honestly, knives are one of those things I actually always kind of like them. Fire Emblem, and it always disappoints me that we don't really see them very often.
Yeah.
Like, in my opinion, the thief class is better when there's an actual knife weapon.
Yeah, instead of just sword.
If he has a crest, that means Edelgard's root is confirmed. No, I'm kidding! I don't think Edelgard's root was outright genocide of all crest users.
Yeah.
Hear me now, as I declare that the heroic games have begun!
Ah, dang it. Somebody stop the film reel.
Thank God.
They're trying so hard to make me think we actually care about this.
And then we
Also,
skip
5 years
ahead.
later, dude, what the frick happened in 5 years?
Yeah.
They had enough time to erect statues of everyone, but... okay, somebody did not like her.
They really didn't like her.
Somebody to everybody else looks pristine, but she's just like, yeah, no, geez. For what it's worth, nobody ever looked at her face anyways. Kill me. Kill me now. Oh my god.
What's weird, right? So, like, people didn't like Fates because the story was hot fucking garbage. But there were two things most people agreed on. Fates had really solid gameplay mechanics that needed to be, like, bounced around a bit and expanded on, but they did have really solid gameplay mechanics. And it had really good music. And they have been trying to replicate the one song from the start of Fates over and over again.
Fucking thing every time.
And it's never as good. They can't do it.
You wanna... Dude, I swear, I am almost convinced that if Tokyo Mirage Sessions were released today, they would have freaking had an English dub with full, like, dubbed songs.
Oh, 100%.
And oh my god, it is terrible.
I had somebody on Twitter today argue with me. It's like, oh, Fire Emblem's done JRPG stuff before. Like, they did Tokyo Mirage Sessions. They're like, we don't talk about Tokyo Mirage Sessions.
Tokyo Mirage... Fire Emblem fans do not look at Tokyo. If a Fire Emblem fan comments about anything they liked about Tokyo Mirage Sessions, it's maybe like, I want to see this character from that game in Heroes, and that's the extent of it.
Yeah. People did not like TMS.
Nobody who's like only hardcore Fire Emblem fans who are kind of more like in the area. Tokyo Mirage Sessions is not a game that was made for hardcore Fire Emblem fans.
It was made for people who like Persona.
And the irony is that it was supposed to be
the Shin Megami Tensei game.
And I'll be honest with you, you want to hear my opinion? If Atlas and Intelligent Systems were going to do a crossover, Fire Emblem and Etrian Odyssey would have made more sense.
TMS is neither SMT or FE. Truly a devastating experience for both sides.
No, you want to know why? Because they have freaking voice actors for this, and then they pull this.
Yeah.
You want to hear? You want to know what they should have done? They should have done what they did in Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn and just freaking left the Japanese track in there.
Which was really good. It was a good decision.
God, that would have freaking killed us.
On the swift rivers drift, broken memories alight.
Also, Adult Sothis need to just comment. Massive sin.
Sothis should have stayed a lolly.
Also, I don't know what it is. I just don't like the Adult Sothis design.
It doesn't look good.
It's kind of weird because, like, it's obvious that Loli Sothis is obviously she's wearing like something that an adult would wear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it feels like something that was probably meant for an adult to wear, but it's just like, I don't know. Like, I'm kind of getting weird, like, young Tiki, adult Tiki vibes here, where like the design's too similar, and it just feels like that character but bigger.
Also, at least adult Tiki, they kind of more made her like a teenager.
Honestly, I would have much preferred Tiki if she was just an angsty teenager in Awakening.
Yeah.
Look, in my opinion, an angsty teenager with mommy issues would have been like the best thing they could have done for a character.
Yeah.
Rather than just making her an extension of Naga, which was not my thing there.
I have a question for you. Do you think we will get any lolly in this?
No.
You think they're done? No more lollies?
Yes. I think that intelligent systems is going to begin pandering to the Western audience.
Yeah.
And one thing that I know very well, I have a history with the Fire Emblem community. I've been invested in this community for years. I can assure you of one thing. This has been an issue for a very long time. And typically the normie position will be no lollies.
Yeah. We've been slowly losing the dragon lollies. And then
I'm going to be honest with you, it was always been one of my favorite tropes in Fire Emblem because it was nice. It was a pleasant thing because there was Anna, I suppose.
No, so that's the thing. Anna got censored in Engage. That's the thing. We had Sothis in Three Houses. Then Sothis was already kind of relegated to the back screen. Then we got Anna in Engage.
Legacy character doesn't count.
Yeah.
Legacy characters do not count. They get grandfathered in.
Yeah. And even then, they've taken to using Tiki's more adult design now. But yeah, they the only one we really got engaged was Anna, and Anna got censored.
Yeah, like the only reason why they probably won't ever like use adult Tiki for any like crossovers or anything like that is purely on account of the fact that Loli Tiki is just the more iconic version.
Yeah, no, Japan would riot if Loli Tiki was removed.
I'll be honest, man. I'd be genuinely upset, like if if Tiki was added to something and it wasn't Loli Tiki. There's too much precedent at this point. Loli Tiki was in Warriors. Loli Tiki was in Dragalia Lies.
Yeah. And thank you, Arden, for the raid. Much appreciated. This wasn't made for Japan. It wasn't, but they still have to pander to Japan. Japan is still their biggest market.
Yeah, but anyway, so I was saying, I've been in the Fire Emblem community for a long time. This is not a recent issue. This has been an issue since pre-COVID days.
Yeah.
This has been an issue since long before Three Houses. This has been an issue since the days when we were instead talking about Fire Emblem U rather than Three Houses.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's because it was Awakening.
I actually didn't see it pop off really big until I believe her name was Naui, which was the overly sexual one. And that's when I first started to see people get like really pissy about it. And suddenly they started calling out all the other ones. They're like, they did Myrrh and they did Tiki and the.
Myrrh is a wonderful bean.
She is. Myrrh's my favorite still. But I believe it was Naui when I first started seeing people freak out about the Dragon Lolly trope.
Yeah, for what it's worth, I wasn't really too invested pre-Awakening. I was like in the community as a whole. I was invested in Fire Emblem pre-Awakening, of course, but like the community, I didn't really like get too involved until like, you know, probably like a bit after Awakening.
Yeah, you didn't go to Serene's Forest often?
Did you, Mizu?
I did not.
You weren't on the forums?
No, and since I've gone back to the forums lately to check on them,
I feel like it's gone just absolutely it's
people gave up, it seems. Like the old Fire Emblem fans seem to have just given up and given it away to the new fans.
And that's kind of one of the things that I think is the most tragic, because there's this kind of realization when like you kind of realize that something that you care about,
yeah,
it isn't for you anymore.
Oh, somebody replied to my tweet earlier when I just sent the picture of the gun. And they're like, I think this is the first time I realized I'm not the target audience anymore. Like, just seeing the picture of the girl with the gun.
For me, I realized I wasn't the target audience for Fire Emblem when Fates came out.
Yeah.
And I maintained hope. I've genuinely maintained hope. Like, Awakening was a one-off in my head at the time. Fates came out, and it kind of made me hate Awakening more because I realized what Awakening did to the series. And I don't mean to get like kind of emotional about it, but it's just like,
yeah, Is there a Power World equivalent to Fire Emblem? I would say there are multiple Power World equivalents to Fire Emblems in the sense that they aren't Fire Emblem, right? That's the problem.
Sorry, yeah. Honestly, I don't really think there's that many like indie Fire Emblem projects that are like trying to really get back to the old games, honestly. At least nothing that's like, granted, I don't think anything that is would actually be high profile enough for it to be like common knowledge.
Yeah. There's a couple of tactical games I have on my wish list. The problem is Fire Emblem does do something that is unique that other games just don't do.
But yeah, just I'm sorry. Like it hurts. I think that really is just kind of the best thing I can really say here. It hurts. When like you watch the series that you freaking loved for years, and then like after Engage, that was kind of when I realized I don't think Fire Emblem's coming back.
Yeah.
All I wanted was something that could make me feel the same way that Radiant Dawn made me feel. And Three Houses gave me some hope, honestly. Like I had some hope. I liked the gameplay of Three Houses. I liked some of the ideas they gave there. Then Engage happened, and I just kind of realized, like, it just didn't feel, I don't know. It just kind of killed it for me, I guess.
For me, I think it was the opposite. Three Houses is what killed it for me, like killed any hope I had. And then I got like a little bit of hope when I saw Engage. And then when I actually played through it, I'm like, I don't think you guys remember what made Fire Emblem anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I think...
don't get me wrong, Engage had some ideas I liked on it.
Yeah, but like playing through it, it's like, I think you guys forgot what the core of the series was. Like, it took exactly one game for you to forget, like, how it works.
I don't think the guys at Intelligent Systems understand Fire Emblem anymore. I think they're purely reactionary to everything.
Yeah.
I think they look at trends, they look at what's currently going on, and it's like, I got one. I got one. I don't know how it would feel for you guys, but Vesteria Saga. Or Vestaria Saga. However it's pronounced. Made by Shozo Kaga, the original series creator.
Yeah.
I have not played them myself, so I can make no. So I can't really make any guarantees as to like how good of a game it is, but it's just like, you know, if you want something that's like got that like really old school Fire Emblem vibe to it, Kaga made something.
People chewed me out for this, but on Twitter one day I recommended Dark Deity as a Fire Emblem type game.
Dark Deity, do I have
They have a first and a second one now.
Mm-hmm.
I will say the second one is a lot higher quality, but the gameplay is very, very different from a typical Fire Emblem style game. But it is a lot more polished. I also love that even though they did portraits, everybody uses sprites. And all the sprites actually look really good in my opinion. I thought people didn't like Dark Deity. So I will say this, the first Dark Deity is conceptually good. The problem is they could not balance classes or maps to save their fucking life. Like, I don't know what happened.
For what it's worth, that is a massive... that is an issue in Fire Emblem anyways.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It also didn't help that all of the classes looked like all of the sprite work in the first one looked really bad. Like really fucking bad. I think they didn't give up on it. They actually did go back and do a bunch of updates on it. So it is moved into mostly positive now.
That's good. I guess I'll have to give it a look one of these days. I've kind of just, but after like seeing Fortune's Weave, I'm gonna be honest. One thing I want to do is after I finish Etrian Odyssey 3, I'm probably gonna go on ahead and I'm gonna play Genealogy of the Holy War. I'm gonna actually finish Genealogy of the Holy War.
How long do you think FE will survive the modern audience? It's not adding longtime fans anymore, just tourists. Unfortunately, I think it'll last a good bit.
I think what's gonna happen is they're gonna pander a lot.
Yeah. The problem with it is Fire Emblem is strictly on the Nintendo Switch. And the reality of it is Nintendo Switch fans are genuinely brain dead.
They will buy literally anything that is put in front of them.
Yeah. And because Fire Emblem...
will say it is the greatest thing ever.
Yes. And because Fire Emblem is considered one of the Nintendo titles, which I think people know what I mean. There is a collection of characters that are considered the Nintendo titles. They will always be bought by the Nintendrons. Yes. Pokemon, Fire Emblem. I'm not saying it's bad, but I am saying Metroid, Star Fox, Legend of Zelda. No matter how good or bad the games are, they will sell. That's just how it is. They're like quote unquote Nintendo royalty in that regard. Also, yes, Dark Deity 3 is in the works. They have continued to work. I think the games are fine. You know, people can complain about them all they want. I think they're good. I'll share them with Shiroi later.
If it's in Smash, they're buying it? Yeah, probably.
100%. But we're almost done. We're almost at the end.
Yeah. We're just...
5 years after the heroic games.
Are we doing zombies again, by the way?
I'm gonna be with Shiroi on this one. I'm tired of zombies. Sacred Stone spoiled me with the monster enemies.
Sacred Stones? Oh my god, dude. There were so many unique monster enemies. Yeah, sure. The Weapon Triangle was non-existent by the end. Like, if you played the Creature campaign, the Weapon Triangle didn't matter.
Yeah.
But, like, God, it was nice. Just, you know, just seeing a giant spider for once.
Yeah, bring in the giant spiders, bring in the giant eyeballs, bring in the actual rotted zombies, not person with purple aura. The actual rotting corpse.
Not person with purple aura or a weird mask over their face that doesn't really mesh well with the actual aesthetic.
And no weapons anymore. No swords, no axes. They have claws.
No, you are just a bunch of heroes at this point fighting against the legions of darkness at this point. It is incredible, honestly, when you really sit down and think about it.
Yeah, the gargoyles with the spears. Oh, the gargoyles.
Of the revived demon god Balor. Even the 4 heroes who played a significant role in the heroic games have vanished. To confront the situation, the progenitor god.
What do you mean you say vanished?
Yeah, like we need a reason why they vanished.
Like you say vanished in such a weirdly specific word. It's like fallen? But is it fallen?
Also, what do you mean they played a large role in the Heroes games? These are games that happen regularly. Why are these 4 people participating in them special? And I think that's something they really fucked up when they chose their setting. Where it's like, oh, well, these 4 people are just extra good at the thing that happens a lot. Well, it's like, okay, well, I don't believe that that's enough to label them 4 heroes. Like, I genuinely do not believe you when you're like, oh, these are the 4 heroes. Well, why?
She just doesn't, I don't know, it's just like the sassiness just doesn't work when she's an adult.
Yeah. She's better as a brat.
Like, when typically sass, it just makes you come off like a bitch.
I also have to point out that, did you notice they're just for like the different gods they're doing, they're just mixing all kinds of different religions and mythologies.
Yeah, and honestly, it feels a little forced.
Yeah, like now we have the evil goddess called Balor, which I'm pretty sure is Celtic. Then we have Mars, which is Roman. And then
I'm still upset by the fact that it is not a Marth reference.
I would have to check the other 3, but I can almost guarantee the other 3 gods are also from just completely random mythologies. And this is kind of what we talk about, is it ruins like the cohesion of it. Where you're just kind of borrowing from everywhere.
It was just Sothis. It worked fine when it was just Sothis, but you add these extra gods and it makes me sit down and wonder, so are they legit?
Yeah.
Are these the gods that the Agarthans were worshipping before Sothis came and forced them underground? Like, what exactly are we doing here?
Yeah.
Can we recruit them?
Calls down a single soul.
Also, another thing.
This is the story's true protagonist. You are.
Also, is that Eredbar? That weapon kind of looks like Eredbar to me. I don't know.
Fair.
I guess Eredbar really was just a spear, so I guess it doesn't really matter too much. But it's just like, there he is, a strong white man.
The white savior. All these brown people need.
I'm like, he's dressed in all white. Like, seriously. What do they mean by this?
Face the forces of the demon god Balor on your own. With the knowledge that it's no easy task.
Can they stop being dragons? Like, the demon gods now are always dragons, and they weren't always that way.
Sacred Stones is a game you really appreciate when you look at modern Fire Emblem.
Oh, 100%.
But then again, now that I think about it, Radiant Dawn also didn't. I mean, yeah, it had a big dragon for you to fight at some point, but like
the big baddie was Ashura.
Yeah, the big baddie was just the literal god.
Yeah. And like you could.
It's better than the layers design, but that's a low bar.
Yeah. Oh, you guys actually. So I'm just gonna go ahead and spoil this now. People have already seen this. No, you customize the protagonist.
Oh, you can actually customize him.
Yeah, it's a full customization system again. We're going back to Robin.
I'm gonna be real with you. I am so freaking tired of player characters in Fire Emblem.
Yeah, so their name is apparently Ishmar, and they are no longer like their own character. They are now the player insert.
Which is whatever. I won't say I necessarily take issue because I'll be real with you in my personal opinion. Well, my position on Byleth will always be should have been completely disconnected from the player.
Yeah.
I think Corrin had too much personality. Byleth had too little personality.
Yeah.
Like Corrin's my favorite. I love how it's like Corrin's like the character who's supposed to be the protagonist, the player. He is insufferable. But then you get Violet, and it's like, you could have actually made a fairly interesting character with this entire setup you had going here.
Exactly.
And you didn't. Like a cold mercenary who slowly learns to feel for once. That's kind of a vibe. That's a character arc.
Also, to kind of point out what we were saying, so in Radiant Dawn, this ended up being your final boss, which was Ashura. And then in Sacred Stones, your final boss was Formantis. Which, I mean, you could argue dragon, but he's very clearly more of like a actual demon.
Right, it was called the Demon King.
Yeah. And
not to mention, he also has another thing that because like most of them tend to also be very samey dragon designs.
Yeah.
It's not even necessarily even that they're dragons, it's really samey dragons.
They're all just like black dragons. Everyone now.
And not to be mistaken with the Black Dragon King Digensia, the absolute goat, who completely overshadows Ashura 2 chapters before.
Yeah. Now everything is just trying to rip on Grima. Pretty much.
Yeah, basically.
Or use the time-traveling powers of the goddess Fortuna.
That's the one that's the time traveler now? What happened to Sothis? I thought Sothis did the time turner shit.
Was this Sothis in the first game? Like, so, this is another thing. It's like, where does this all fall in? Like, because you gotta remember, this is associated. Okay, human garbage. In Radiant Dawn, the Black Dragon King was not a bad guy. He was a dirty fence sitter. Also had a fantastic mustache.
To change the fates of the 4 heroes.
Oh, it's gonna be one of those games. I don't like those.
Boy. I can't wait to see how this turns into just an absolute mess of a plot.
You know what's really funny? They ripped this idea from Code Vein 2. This is literally the plot of Code Vein 2.
It's kind of like I said earlier, Fire Emblem has slowly become more and more... Like, some people would argue that when Fire Emblem was really anime-heavy, it was really derivative. But I feel like what it was pulling from was generally just, like, more classical stuff, or stuff that has more of, like, a point of origin to it.
Yeah.
Here, it just feels like... How many times have we seen this kind of story? God.
Exactly.
You must carve your path in the hope of saving Dagda from destruction. Those who join you in the future will strengthen the might of your assembled forces. This is where your story begins. The end of the world.
So what you're saying is,
of the demon god.
If I do all the side quests, the final boss is easier. Mind blown.
path will you walk?
The rest is up to
Why
you.
are you acting like I have a choice?
Yeah.
Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave launches September 17th.
Also,
Only.
dude, I'm getting serious Fates vibes from this.
Yeah. Definitely.
Like there's some real, like, especially the way that you have like a Protag-kun in the middle there, with like the way he's holding up the staff the same way like as freaking Azura.
It's that close. Yeah, it's releasing next month.
And I'm gonna be honest, I really don't feel much. I don't feel much hype, honestly.
I miss Fire Emblem.
Yeah, I did too. Maybe one day we can try to make our own Fire Emblem with blackjack and
Hookers.
hookers. And every character is a loli.
All of them.
All of them are lolis and shotas.
So what even are the new mechanics here, actually? So that's the thing that really throws me off, is a lot of
Oh
people
my
kept saying,
God,
oh, they introduced all these new mechanics to the gameplay. None of the mechanics have really been added to the gameplay.
Most of it is everything but the turn-based battles.
Yeah. And that's where Fire Emblem has really started to cave for me, and I think for a lot of people that like the old games, that they don't know what to do with the turn-based battles anymore. So they just say like, oh, let's just do everything outside of that. It's like, okay, well, I didn't come to you for everything outside of that. I came to you for the turn-based battles.
That's what got me hooked to Fire Emblem, because it was really addictive and it was really fun.
Yeah.
Dude, I sucked at it. You know how many people died in my first playthrough of Sacred Stones?
Yeah.
I think I had like, God, like probably like in the area, like maybe 12 people alive at the end of Sacred Stones. Like I would like reset for like specific units if they died, but like I wouldn't do it for everyone.
Also,
I think the
there
rest
is a
is
special
just-
edition.
Also, the special edition. Okay, it's like the freaking dang it. It's like the Three Houses special edition. I am underwhelmed.
The last special edition I bought for Fire Emblem was actually Fire Emblem Warriors.
Okay, I'll be honest. The treasure box edition of Fire Emblem Warriors was insane.
Oh yeah, I liked it.
One of the absolute best investments I ever made. I don't even have a new 3DS. Still bought it for the new 3DS just for that reason. I wanted the merch.
So chat says better not be a game key card. So what my understanding is that first-party Nintendo titles will not have game key cards. Stuff
I think
that
they might have
is
broken that one though.
do what?
I think they might have broken that one. Pokopia was in a game key card. Was a game key card.
I think they just mean like their actual proper.
Oh, they're mainline games. The games that aren't supposed to be shovelware. Got
Yep.
it. Also, I'm gonna be real with you. This is a pretty like, dude. This is like the most basic freaking collector's edition I've ever seen.
On Amazon, the collector's edition is sold out.
$119.99 for all that.
Yep, they have.
Hold on. Hold on.
The pre-orders have sold out on the Amazon.
I'm trying to find specific prices here, but dude, that's not too far off from how the Warriors Treasure Box Edition was.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest, dude, that was a freaking peak special edition. Mostly because it had one of the pieces of Fire Emblem merch that, in my opinion, it is criminal that it is not just something that you can get a hold of.
Yep.
In my opinion, the Dragonstone paperweight is one of the greatest paperweights I have ever owned. It's on my shelf right now. I love it so much. It's criminal that you can't just go and buy one of those.
Do you have any final thoughts on Fortune's Weave?
Man, I feel like I've got everything out there I really can get out. I'm just heartbroken, man. It's hard. That really is all I have to say about it. It's like, especially because like I've been invested for so long, and I've even done like really gotten invested in like the earlier Fire Emblems as well. Like, I'm gonna be honest, dude. Mr. the Emblem, like the original Mr. the Emblem for the SNES, freaking great game right there.
Yeah.
Highly recommend people try that out. Don't try new Mr. the Emblem. That game's trash.
I just can't be excited for it. I don't feel it.
It just feels to me like every other Fire Emblem thing that's coming out.
Do you remember when they made Fire Emblem Shadows?
I do, vaguely. I think I'm going right now.
A new battle begins. Light illuminates shadow. Shadow obscures the light.
Listen to that vocal fry.
I must choose between them.
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
Trust no one. Who is the traitor? You?
Yeah, like it was like what, a social deduction game is the weirdest thing.
No, I'm the one.
Just a few minutes to decide. Real-time strategy meets social deduction. Choose light or shadow. Then take on fast-paced, real-time battles with 2 light disciples and 1 shadow disciple. But it's more than simple combat. The shadow disciple is secretly a traitor. Will you fight for the light and root out the traitor? Or undermine the light
Also,
as
social
an
deduction
agent
with
of
only 3
shadow?
players, that's...
Your actions will influence each battle. And when everyone's true nature is revealed, the real battle begins.
I'll make my choice, even if it means betraying everything.
Discover or deceive. The battle begins once you decide. Real-time tactics and treachery. Fire Emblem Shadows.
Wait, hold
Available
on.
now.
Yizu.
Yep.
Pull up the Fire Emblem Blazing Blade commercial. There it is.
The drums of war are beating. No man can be trusted. What happened to Dorcas? I put poison in his mutton.
Build an army. Trust nobody. Fire Emblem. Only on Game Boy Advance. Rated everyone.
We have come full circle, everybody!
Trust no one.
That's iconic right there.
But yeah, no, I couldn't with Shadows. It just seems so dumb to me.
Honestly, it feels like it's trying so freaking hard. Dude, Fire Emblem is actually a really good example of the ultimate curse.
Yeah.
May the thing you love become mainstream.
Like, all we have for Fire Emblem now is heroes.
All I have for Fire Emblem is mostly just nostalgia bait, random experiments, and games that, in all honesty, just don't hit the same anymore.
Here, while we're here, I will, I'll share this one with Shiroi, because Shiroi said they hadn't seen Langrisser before.
You're gonna try to sell Langrisser to me. Maybe I'll buy.
Oh, shit.
Alright. I'm already liking what I'm hearing, at least.
底なしの忘却の海の前では希望を語ることなど贅沢に過ぎない真実は全て覆い隠されただが全てを忘れた一人の剣士が再びその手に剣を取る私たちは帝国に反旗を翻す君の力を貸してほしい勇者様のことは私がしっかりお世話するのです帝国に指名手配されてるということはきっと悪の帝国と戦った英雄なのです
助けてくれてありがとう僕は今国を復興させるために軍隊を募っているところなんだ
あいつだよあいつが指名手配犯だそれに仲間もいるぞ
わかりました僕が道を切り開きます
That's just the tower from Paolo.
I will say, chat, it looks a little like a mobile game because Langrisser has been on the back foot for a long time.
I do have that question if it'll strike, if it'll get the itch specifically. Because I think that really is the big issue I feel like I have.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, there's like this part of me that's thinking maybe I should just try to see if I can find a way to do it myself.
Yeah.
Take a look at it one of these days.
They also, because my thing is, their mobile game was just, quite frankly, better than ripping off Lunar.
Oh my god! That aesthetic almost looks like classic Fire Emblem right there.
She is one of the main characters in Langrisser.
The giant pauldrons, the bangs, like seriously.
Trying to, because I can't remember what the mobile game was called, but the thing I really liked about it was that it was just
I'll be back in just a minute.
Yeah, you're fair. Oh, that's probably it. Ripping off Unicorn Overlord. They know Langrisser is like older than Unicorn Overlord by like a lot, right? According to their Steam page, Sea of Sword will be a free game. So it will probably be like some level of gacha. Unless it's just like a mistake. I mean, we shall see. We wait for the dragon to get back, and then we'll do the mobile one. Well, you know, Langrisser's problem is it's been out of the game for a long time. See, when did the first game come out? 1991. Technically. But the original game was called War Song. Yeah, maybe we could get Shiroi to play it on stream.
I'm back. Play it on stream?
So the very first Langrisser game was called War Song, and it released in 1991 for the Sega Genesis. Langrisser 2 would come out in 1994 for the Sega Mega Drive.
May not be a bad call for me to give it a shot one of these days.
Langrisser 3 would be in 1996 for the Sega Saturn. Langrisser 4 and 5 would both come out for the Sega Saturn, one in 1997 and one in 1996.
Oh, also I commented a minute ago about I liked how it sounded. I'm gonna be honest, hearing a Japanese VA after that freaking Fire Emblem Direct is
it's
actually really relieving.
This is the trailer for the mobile game.
Okay. I'm not gonna say that I actually do like the aesthetic here compared to like how modern Fire Emblem looks.
I fucking love the pauldrons on this guy, by the way.
Listen. Alright, listen. There's no such thing as too big of pauldrons. Alright, listen. The Black Knight, he can't walk through a door, like, he has to, like, walk in sideways. It's worth it.
Well, the Black Knight just teleports places.
Yeah, guy, he teleports past the door because his pauldrons won't fit through. That's aura. Also, they actually do honestly agree that 90s anime design philosophy was just better.
I don't know if this qualifies as a pauldron, but we're gonna count it.
I will say one thing, definitely looks a lot busier than Fire Emblem.
Yeah, the mobile game even had like battalions. Like it felt like they actually tried to cram all of the actual tactical JRPG stuff into a mobile game, whereas Fire Emblem was like, just give them 4 characters and call it a day.
I didn't necessarily mind the way that it felt, though. It's like, it definitely is pretty clear, though, that they didn't really evolve the gameplay too much as it went on.
Yeah.
Like, it took them how long to get beast units in the game?
Oh, yeah.
Also, plenty of boob physics.
Oh, yeah.
no.
And you can see in the background their original art and then kind of their touch-ups they did for the mobile.
Well, yeah, because Immobilized is always this new artwork for characters.
Some of them I think were pretty good glow-ups, and some of them I'm like, I think you changed them a little too much.
Regardless, I'm gonna be honest. I think this actually really serves as a nice contrast. This series is about as old as Fire Emblem.
Oh yeah.
So, you know.
It feels like, for the most part, they really kept their style.
Yeah, no, like this doesn't feel like it's changed up the style so massively that it's caused issues. Like, I'm gonna be honest, one of the problems I have with Fire Emblem is the fact that it's like, you go back to like Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn, and then you go further back to like Genealogy of the Holy War, these kind of still look like the same, like you can tell this is the same series.
Yeah.
Everything past that, it gets progressively more and more just, the designs just kind of get, I don't know, a bit worse as it goes on, I feel like.
Yeah, the ultimate problem that I think Lingris here ended up running into is it was the same type of game as Fire Emblem. And the reality is even Fire Emblem was the only one that really succeeded, and even then it was struggling for years.
Yeah.
It's not a particularly popular style of game, unfortunately.
No, people don't like strategy games. This is an important thing to keep in mind.
Yeah. Some of Lingrisser Games' lead artists were heavily involved in the hentai scene. Oh, trust me, I could tell.
No. No.
But no, I do hope their new game does well. I would like to see proper competition for Fire Emblem, even though I know it'll never get it. Just because nobody in the scene cares.
Honestly, like, it's one of those things where it's just like, one day people are just going to stop caring about Fire. People only buy Fire Emblem right now because it's on the Switch and they've kind of got a captured audience, and yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's like we need some reason to justify the Switch 2 purchase because I spent $500 on it.
But chat, we will see y'all later. I'm glad you all came by to listen to me and Shiroi complain.
I had a lot of fun.
Me and Shiroi have a lot of thoughts on where Fire Emblem is at.
Fire Emblem is dead.
And the normies killed it.
I want to stress. I maintain my opinion that it all started with Awakening.
It probably did. It's just Awakening wasn't like blatantly wrong.
Awakening wasn't like the thing that outright killed it, but it's like Awakening was like the first step on the path that ultimately led us to where we are today.
Yeah.
That is my main position. Like, it's not even like a matter of like, you know, should the series have died or not thing. It's just more of a matter of like the nature of what Awakening was and the fact that it did as well as it did ultimately caused. Well, it's not that it made Fire Emblem accessible. Well, it kind of did. Kind of did. Okay, so here's the thing about Fire Emblem Awakening. Fire Emblem Awakening was the first Fire Emblem that had digital distribution.
Yeah.
It was the first Fire Emblem that you didn't have to rely on the idea that the store would actually have the game in the first place.
Exactly, yeah.
Or you didn't have to go to eBay to buy it, but you know. Oh, no, Awakening wasn't bad in the context of it being just an anniversary game.
And before we go, thank you, Buckley, for the 2. It says, Chungus Emblem, she is the Fire Emblem now. Terrible, terrible.
Either Awakening or Smash Melee. Smash Melee is kind of negligible, honestly. I think the same thing can be said about Brawl. I think both were negligible. Keep in mind, I was in Brawl Path of Radiance didn't sell too well, and Radiant Dawn is debated as having been one of the reasons why the series nearly died.
Yeah.
And I will continue to maintain my position that Nintendo put out Fire Emblem Awakening in the US to die.
And they didn't expect it to take off like it did. Literally resurrect the
Keep in mind,
series.
it was released like 2 weeks before Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
Not Mario Odyssey, Galaxy.
Which was also a huge hit. But bye chat. I'm gonna send y'all to edit.exe. Please be good.
Nah.
And we will have Lawtism tomorrow. I don't have anything lined up for it. Or, I mean, I don't have, like, anything lined up that conflicts with it. So night, everybody. I forgot to hit the button. Where's the button? There's the button. Night.